time is now.
Early in the morning.
Wakey, eggs and bacon.
And UFC Breakfast with Corey Cutter and Sam Zayden. Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. UK. And UFC Talk Radio, the voice of the Toon Army.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Breakfast Show here on NUFC Talk TV. On a very, very sad Wednesday morning, Semi, I must say, mate. A very, very disappointing and sad Wednesday morning. Look, guys, going into this game, lots and lots of momentum looked like we had after that Manchester City game, but a complete disgraceful collapse over there in Marseille, Semi boy. Leaving a lot to be desired, mate. It's like Groundhog Day, isn't it, Semi boy?
How you going, guys? Groundhog Day. Well, man, where do you begin, honestly? How can you go such a high, of winning against Manchester City, and then, look, we had a good first half. We created chances, we didn't put them away, and it cost us at the end.
You think we had a good first half, Semi boy?
I think we had a good first half, but nobody had their shooting boots on except for Harvey Barnes. I mean, Tonali had a very good opportunity to score or lay it up for someone, and he didn't. Gordon, and literally the last kick of the first half, man, doesn't even kick the ball. Mate, all he needed to do was literally just bloody shoot and it'd go in.
Hey guys, we'll do a little bit more of a deep dive on the Marseille game. But guys, I know we've been away for a few days. We very much do apologise for that. Life's been a little bit hectic lately. But from now, the Breakfast Boys should be on 5 days a week, guys. So apologies for the absences, but we are well and truly back.
It's only because Corey passed his exams, so it's a bonus for all of us.
Bloody one thing's going right at the moment, guys. At least I got through all that rubbish. But yeah, so a lot more consistent, guys. We should be here 5 days a week. And what we're doing on the channel now, as soon as this video ends, we're going to be joined by Chris and Win right at the 2 hour mark. So it will be a continuous 4 hour show. We might stick around and have a chat with Win and Chris, see what they're thinking after the game. But guys, if I could get you all to put a like down in the comments, it goes a massive way in helping me and Semi and NUFC Talk TV. But yeah, Semi, like we said, lots and lots of momentum lost going into this game. I think after the Manchester City game, on a few of our shows, Semi boy, we said that this can be the start of a big turnaround at the club. A lot of fans didn't expect us to pull away the result at Manchester City. So when we did, for me at least, I thought that this was going to be the catalyst for a big turnaround from Newcastle. But look, man, that Semi said the performance in the first half was good for him. I think it was absolutely dreadful, to be honest. Look, I think the first 6 minutes we were strong, Semi boy. I think we pressed. I thought we were aggressive the first 5 minutes, but like we've seen so many times.
The only reason why I said the first half was so much better is because, I mean, we created chances.
Yeah. But just the overall performance, like for me, Semi boy, like
I'm
going to start off. Yeah, like we got to remember, guys, this is 4 successive away defeats now for Newcastle United, and the 3 of those 4 away defeats we've had the lead, Semi boy. So 4 consecutive away defeats, and 3 of them we've had the lead. That's a criminal statistic for me, to be honest, man.
Mate, look, anyone that can throw away that many points, you should give them a tap on the back, mate.
The only thing we're doing right at this club at the moment is being inconsistent. That's the only thing that we've got going for us. You do not know what you're going to get on a week-to-week basis. Like, even with the lineup, Semi, we'll start at the lineup. For me, the lineup was absolutely atrocious. I agree. I'm all for rotation. I think you need rotation when you've got this many competitive games. But look, ultimately, at the end of the day, to go from a back 4, the 4-3-3 system we always use, against Manchester City and getting the result, to go away, Semi, and then change that to a back 5 man with Murphy at right wing back. Like, I just don't understand the thinking behind that whatsoever. Like, it's just criminal, man.
Where was Trippier today?
No idea. Absolutely no idea.
See, that's your first push. Like, you know, I mean, Trippier's not there. Okay, so we shouldn't have to go and put Murphy on that right wing back. because you've got a left back that you've put on the bench that just had an amazing game, and without him, we don't beat Manchester City. But I don't get why he has to keep changing a winning formation. Like, mate, you already know that your best four. I don't even know why Shea was starting, to be honest with you. I don't know what the hell happened with Botman. Like, is there a fallout? Is it because he's not agreeing to a new contract? Mate, I don't know what the hell's going on. But it should have been Livramento. It should have been Chow. It should have been Botman. It should have been Hall. That should have been the back four. I don't know why he's gone to a back five, because every time we go to a back five, we never win. Mate, I don't get it. Like, you put more defensive, but somehow we leak more goals. I don't get the concept of it.
Bro, it was too many shuffling in positions for me, to be honest. Like, after we went out there, I thought the first 5 minutes we're on for this game, we're attacking, we're on the front foot. We looked aggressive. We looked the more physical side for me in the first 5 minutes. We get that goal, another amazing finish by Barnes, man. The guy seems to be our only attacking threat besides Walter Mate at the moment. Yeah, he's just been incredible. Barnes gets away the finish, and then Semi, literally in the 7th minute mark, I think we had every player back in the box, man. It was like a 4-4-1, 5-4-1 at times. It was so defensive, Semi. Like the whole first half, like it was just
and we
so
allowed them to play with
defensive,
position,
man.
and they slowly kept creeping in. Yeah, they kept trying to. They created chances, like Aubameyang's header that just sort of missed the post. I mean, like, they were starting to create chances, because obviously the more you hold the ball, the more chances you're going to eventually create. But like, mate, how do you not start Voldemort? Okay, that's criminal as well. I mean, like,
that, bro.
That's... like, come on, mate. Like, I don't get why he just, like, the changes that he's made today, they literally cost us. I mean, okay, you put Gordon up front, but then you've gone 5 to the back, and you've started Willock, that has started one game this season, and you've put him away in Marseille. Like, I don't get why you're not starting with your strongest lineup. It's the Champions League. I don't see other teams do this many changes.
Bro,
I
for me,
don't
it's
see
not
it.
it's not even about the changes for me, Semi. I wouldn't have.
No, but I
wouldn't have
don't
cared.
get why so many changes in the Champions League. Like, mate, do it in the Carabao Cup. I couldn't care less. These are games we need to win. Like, you know how costly this game could be for us?
No, it's just crazy, man. Like I said, I don't mind Willie playing whatsoever. If Willie's going to play, but I want to see him as one of the 3 midfielders. I don't want to see him as a right winger or this
Like,
weird.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
Just playing as like a right winger at times. Like, I don't mind
Pope
seeing
should have
Willie.
started another game.
Yeah, well, Pope, it just Eddie Howe said it in the press conference as well. Pope saved us many times against City, but look, man, like, we've seen too many big errors.
Mate, whenever you keep doing stupid mistakes, when you're going to keep doing stupid mistakes, there's only so much that you can save. Because all of his mistakes have cost us, like, we've lost from those games, in all of them. Tell me once that he's made a mistake that we ended up winning off.
Yeah, we look so weak in midfield, like, as well. We just look so weak in midfield, man. Just overran, and just I feel like if we just kept the momentum and kept on the front foot after that first 5 minutes, this game wouldn't have ended how it ended. But we score a goal, and I don't know what it is about the players, this mentality. We just turn into a shell, man. We cowered away from it. They think that they're going to sit and defend at 90 minutes away in Marseille. It's not going to happen, Semi. It's not realistic. We had a few counter opportunities, but even with the counter opportunities, our passing in the final third, man, was so poor. The passing in the final third. We had so many chances, Semi. There was 2 chances where it was one pass and it was 1-on-1 with the keeper, man. And just 100%. laziness. It was just a horrible performance for me. Like an absolutely dreadful performance.
I don't get it. I don't get how we can go out and almost score 7 goals against Manchester City and play the way we played against Manchester City. But then you go and you make 5-6 changes in a Champions League game, and then it goes to crap, literally. I mean, it was absolutely abysmal. I'm actually like, no, I don't think anyone understands how. Now it's just anger. Like, now I'm not even disappointed anymore because honestly now we're just used to this crap. It's just anger now, mate. Obviously that's what it is.
Bro, that's the thing.
I watched the first half with my wife. Yeah, I watched the first half with my wife. I was like, you know what, stuff. I'm gonna go downstairs. The kids were driving me mad. I was like, all right, not a problem. We're up. I'm cheering. All right. I'm like, you know what? If anything, we usually tend to play a bit better in the second half. We came out worse, and he only took 5 minutes. And they flipped the whole script on its head.
But like even in don't mind the second half, Sammy. The amount of chances that they had in the first half is incredible. Right before half time,
It's because we allowed them to
well.
do that. We allowed them to hold possession. I don't get it, bro. Our team is good enough to hold possession. I don't get why we don't. Our midfielders are apparently one of the strongest in the Premier League. I don't get why we cannot hold possession. I don't get what's mate. You're professional footballers. You think Marseille wants to verse Newcastle? Do you think they want to verse us?
After that,
Mate, after that, you'll take us all freaking week, mate. Like, come on, man. Like honestly, like, and you know what? I don't even blame the players today. I blame Eddie Howe.
Nah, no. You
I
can't
blame
be
Eddie
saying
Howe.
that, bro. You can't.
Mate, whenever you're gonna whenever you're gonna start Gordon up front, whenever you're gonna start Dan Burn back on a back five, all right, and then you're gonna play Livramento on a left back whenever he's a right back, and you've got a left back on your team, and you keep starting Pope, and then what do? You go and throw in Willock, yeah, whenever he's only started one game this season. Come on, bro, don't give me that rubbish.
You know what the
and you're telling me that's not Eddie Howe's fault? It's all freaking Eddie Howe's fault.
No, 100%. This is, for me at least, this is the most criticism I've got to give Eddie Howe besides the West Ham game this season. For me, it's
all his fault.
We lost the game before we even kicked the ball today. For me, just the setup of today was just yesterday.
No, we didn't. No, the way we started that game, I thought, you know what, mate, these guys are on. Mate, we got the early goal. I was like, mate, this is amazing. What a great start in bloody Marseille. After that, it was nothing. It was absolutely rubbish. It's like we couldn't hold the ball. We couldn't pass. We couldn't create anything. And, mate, as soon as they scored those 2 goals, the first thing I would have done is throw Voldemar in there. He waited to the 70th minute to do that, bro.
73rd minute.
Come on, man. Like, what are you waiting for, man? We need goals. And you got your striker on the bench. Mate, you've paid 90 mil for the bloke. I don't get why you're not starting him. It's a Champions League game, mate.
That's the thing. Like in his presser, he said that he's got to preserve Nick Waltamato. He's had a crazy workload. But for me, man, like if you can't play 2 games a week, then we've got like serious issues at the moment. If you're
mate, like you told me earlier in the day, mate, basketball players play 3-4 games a week. And you're telling me that these guys can't play 3 games a week? Come on, man. If you're not fit enough, don't play the game.
100%. Like preservation is one thing, but then if the preservation in not playing Nick Waltamato is going to cost you as much as it did today, like he said that he wanted to play Anthony Gordon as a number 9 because of his pace, because of his central runs, but the guy just looked like a headless chicken for me, man. Just absolutely had no idea what to do with the ball in certain positions. Like he himself could have played in Barnes right in that first half, would have been a 1-on-1, just lazy passing. Like, we'll get to a few of the comments, guys, because it is been a very, very reactionary start to this video.
What do you mean reactionary? Like, if we're not going to react this way, I don't know what the hell we're doing.
Oh, 100%. This is, for me, like I said, this is the worst performance for me besides West Ham. Like Eddie Howe said, we played, it was a great game. The first half, we were very dominant. I don't know what game he was watching. But guys, we're going to start. We'll go through the whole thing from the start. We're going to look at the setup, why he was thinking of playing this back 5 after we had such a dominant performance with the 4-3-3, which we always play. But let's go change to a 5 at the back in the Champions League after our best performance maybe of the season.
But see, that's what I don't get. Like, I didn't get. You just played the best game of the season. Why are you changing it?
No.
Look, I don't get it. It just doesn't sit in my head. Like, how do you go and you literally go and walk all over Manchester City? Because that's what we did. We created that much freaking chances in that game. We could have scored 7 against them, like with ease. And then you go and you lose to Marseille that way.
Yeah.
But I just want to know what the hell this bloke was doing 30 meters out of his bloody goal. Like, what did he think? He was Superman or something?
We'll do a bit of a deep dive, Sammy boy, but let's get into a few of the comments. Let's see how everybody is feeling after yesterday's absolute dreadful performance, and then we will deep dive a little bit more into that game because we could do a 2-hour segment just on this game, Sammy boy. But let's get to you lovely people in the comments. Let's hear what you guys have to say. Darren Lee, first comment, mate. Good to see you again. Top of the morning to you or evening, Sam and Corey. Thank you very much.
G'day, guys.
Geordie JJ up in Edinburgh says, I think the vocal 11 players plus 1 or 2 extras are not coping with play demands every 3 days with players out of position.
Mate, if that's the case, get rid of them, bro. Like honestly, mate, if we want to be a club that's going to be playing 3 games a week, we can't tolerate players like that anymore.
No.
If you can't do it, get out of the club. It's that simple. I'm actually fed up with these guys. I'm actually sick of them. Mate, you can't give me a performance like that against Manchester City and then you come and perform that way. I'm bloody sick of it. I'm actually done with it. Like,
Yeah,
honestly,
it's,
mate.
it's the biggest
Like,
bipolar
come on, man.
performances, Semi Boy. Like down to a T, man. Just absolute bipolar performances, man. Like the
I
way
actually
that
hope
these
they bloody watch this crap. I actually hope they wake up and they bloody watch this thing and they can see me absolutely ranting at the crap performance.
I guarantee Anthony
Every week we have to deal with it. Every week, mate.
Semi's gonna have a bloody aneurysm, guys. Look what you're doing to this poor man. He's gonna have a bloody aneurysm, Semi.
No, you know what it is? I'm just passionate about Newcastle. That's the point. All right? I'm passionate about my team. But if you don't want to perform for my team, get out of my club, mate. It's that simple. I'm actually sick of it, mate. I'm being honest. I'm sick of it.
Guys, we're 16 minutes into the show. Semi has lost his voice. He's burst a blood vessel in his brain, and he is looking redder than the ginger on the show.
Look, I'm not going to lie, guys. Look, it's 38 degrees outside. My bloody garage is a sauna. So, and I'm having something hot. I mean, I don't know what's going on, and I'm bloody heated. So, it's just the blood pressure's going straight up, mate.
Semi is at literal risk of setting a light on fire, guys. So call the fire brigade because this bloke is about to explode. But Marco says, I'm convinced that Botman and Howe have fell out. Botman was one of the players that sided with the rat. Marco,
Good.
mate.
If he doesn't want to stay, he can get out as well.
Yeah, I don't think it's that, mate, to be honest. But it is very, very interesting why Botman did not start that game in front of Shah. For me, it doesn't make much sense, to be honest. Shah's a great centre-back. He's a great role player for the club. But look, like Sammy said, you've got to play your best players in the Champions League.
Mate, that's the thing, mate. That's what's annoying me, mate. Like, we need to play our best players, mate. If you looked at that first opportunity that Aubameyang had with that header that he missed, if you look at Fabian Schär, the bloke was in no man's land. He was just like standing there and then it just looks up like that. Like, come on, man. What are you doing?
No. Gavin Fuller says, why do we drop into a low block as soon as we score? Does Eddie not realise when we score, the crowd and opposition are vulnerable? We just allow the other team to get into the game. Gavin, this is what I'm saying, man. It's literally Groundhog Day. Like I said, 4 consecutive defeats, 4 consecutive away defeats. 3 of those 4 games, guys, we've got the first goal. We've had the lead. That's a rubbish statistic. That just shows that your mentality is nowhere near where it should be. You guys are scared. You guys are frail. And then Sam,
mate,
to score a goal,
I'm Eddie Howe. I was Eddie Howe in. I swear to God, after this game, I'm Eddie Howe out. I'm that fed up. No, I'm that fed up because if you're going to give me a performance like that against Manchester City and then go back out and be cowards, that's what they are. They're absolute cowards because that's a coward performance. And you know what? It's not the first time we've seen it this season. We've seen it against West Ham. We've seen it against Brentford. And those are the games that we led 1-0 in each. Yes?
Yeah.
Come on, man. And you know what's going to happen? We're going to do the same crap against Everton.
Yeah, we're going to look at that game a little bit at the end of about an hour into the show, guys, because that's after their performance away at Man United. That is looking like a very, very tough game. But back to
I hope we lose. Just say Eddie Howe gets sacked.
Shut up. Shut up. Relax.
No, I told you. No, I'm done. I told you. I'm done. I'm releasing my anger in this show. Tomorrow I might talk a bit of sense. But today, I'm sick of it. I'm actually sick of it.
But yeah, back to Gavin's point, mate. You're 100% right. We scored a goal 5 minutes. The 85 minutes after that, it was literally a 5-4-1. Just disgusting setup, mate. I could not agree with you more. Lynn says, good morning, lads. School run in -2 degrees. Back home in the warm, listening to my 2 favourite Aussies. Thank you very much, Lynn. We missed you very much. And it's a shame we got to come back to you after this dreadful performance.
Sorry, guys. I know I'm a bit angry for your morning, but I mean, I've had a whole day to think about this.
Definitely not to start you on an Aussie man screaming at your ears at 7:30 in the morning, guys. So we do apologize.
No, I'm telling you, I'm actually so angry. I think this is the only performance after a game that I was just angry. I wasn't even annoyed. I wasn't even disappointed. I was just angry because it's the same crap, man. Every week, bro. Every week, it's either one game or two games that we're witnessing this.
Yeah, well, we'll get to one more comment, guys, before we do dive a little bit further into this game, because there is tons to talk about. But Gromiton says, we made far too many mistakes last night. A top manager would have started the team that beat Man City and went 2-0 up. Then subbed the players he wanted to rest. Big mistake by Eddie Howe. All right, Sammy boys, so let's get into the setup. So we obviously had our best performance, like we've covered already, against Manchester City with the normal system, the normal formation that we play, which is a 4-3-3. Then Eddie had a stroke of genius and then decided to go into a back five. It was sort of a 5-2, 5-2-1. I don't know what you want to call this. It was just such a negative setup. So we started with Pope in goal, Byrne, Shah and Thiaw at centre-back, Murphy and Tino Livramento at the wing-backs. Mind you, Tino was on the left and Murphy was playing as a right wing-back. For me, this is where, before even the game started, I thought that was very, very questionable. I didn't really understand it. And then we just had the double pivot with Tonali and Guimaraes, with Barnes on the left, Willick on the right-hand side, and then Gordon up top. So, Semi, from that lineup, with the back five, can you see what Eddie was trying to achieve with that? Do you have any reasoning for a back five in this game? Do you have any idea why he thought that was a good idea? Because I really don't, man. I really don't. I'm
just going to continue with my rant here, yeah? Because he's a coward. It's that simple. It's that simple. Mate, I don't get it, mate. We've already said it. We've spoken about the formations that we should be playing as a team, yeah? All right, mate, you want to go five at the back? That's you. Mate, what you're doing right now is that you're getting your fan base angry, yeah? You're disrupting the whole team because it looks like they have no idea what the hell's going on because they don't seem to know what they're doing either. Because it's either a 4-3-3 or a 5 at the back. All right, those formations, they don't work for us. It worked for us against Manchester City because why? Because we had Lewis Hall. We had Lewis Hall playing. We had Joe Linton playing at that side. All right, and we had Harvey Barnes. But if you're going to do that many changes, if you are honestly going to make that many changes, you don't do a 5 at the back. We've already said it. It should be a 4-2-3-1. For the love of God, you wanted to throw in there, Gordon? You want to start Barnes? You do that. All right? If you want, put Bruno and put Tonali as your 2. You want your 3? Put Barnes, Gordon, Murphy. And then up front, Voldemare. If you really want to start all of them. But don't go making 5 changes and 5 at the back and Murphy on the right and Livramento on the left. And Burn back in the side and Fabian Schär after missing 3 games, 4 games, and now you're starting him again. Come on, bro. And Pope, for the love of God. If I see Pope's head one more time, starting for this team. If I see Pope one more time.
Bro, if you don't laugh, you're going to cry, guys. If you don't laugh, you're going to cry. It's just...
Honestly, mate, I'm actually sick of it. Mate, we've spoken about Pope so many times. I said he's a good shot stopper, but the bloke sometimes just has brain explosions. And I think he's had more brain explosions than saves this year.
Yeah, for me, I think Pope had a great start to the season, Semi, for me at least. I thought his start to the season was absolutely fantastic. You couldn't really even make an argument for Ramsdale to come into the team at the start of this season with Pope's form, but look, man, the big
even whenever he was in form, I said we should be starting Ramsdale. Even when he was in form. If you want to go back, you can go back and have a look at the video. I said it, mate. Ramsdale should be starting, not him. There's a reason why he was England's number 2, not Pope.
Yeah.
And now you can see.
Yeah, 100%. And like we go back to this formation thing. The formation is such a big deal for me, at least, because our biggest problem, everyone knows that our biggest problem as a club is like consistency this season. It's the way we turn up for one game and then go to bed the next game. For me, the inconsistency is absolutely dreadful. You know what the worst thing you can do for a side that's inconsistent and struggling with this mentality problem? Go and changing every position on the pitch and every player in their position. Change the system. Because it does.
Mate,
how the 4-3-3, Sam.
Mate, I bloody agree.
you can't change the system this much with a team. If we're flying, we've got 8 wins in a row. The team is absolute. We're confident. We're dismantling teams week in, week out. Experiment a bit more. I don't care. I don't even mind experimenting, Sammy. I wouldn't have mind seeing Willick in a midfield 3. But don't change 4 players, man, in different positions. Don't put Tino as a like. What are you doing, man? It's just that's the worst thing you can do with a team that is inconsistent.
Were they afraid that much of Aubameyang and Mason Greenwood? Is that
Well,
what it was?
Aubameyang came back to haunt us. How many times did he give us grief when he was with Arsenal? How many times did he come to ruin our day at Arsenal? And now at 36 years old, the guy's coming back like a bloody ghost, man, haunting us.
Mate, we don't have Williamson anymore, bro, at the back. What are you talking about?
He's come back.
What are you talking about?
You know, Aubameyang, bro, used to be the biggest nightmare for us back in the day, back in his Arsenal days, and he's come back.
Yeah, it's because we were
straight
crap
to do it
back
again.
then, but you know what? We're crap again.
Exactly, 2 goals at 36, Sammy. What do you mean? 2 goals at 36 years old. So I'm going back to it. The worst thing you can do for an inconsistent, scared side is go and change the tactics fully. Like, Sam, we don't know the 4-3-3 this season that well. Our formation, our system does not look like we know what we're doing in our normal formation. So what was he thinking to go and change the entire bloody thing away? And that's the other thing, we're away. So it's not like we're home and we're going to change and experiment. We're away and he decides to do this, man. Like,
you know what? Honestly, if he's that scared of an away game, go 5-5. Don't even play with a striker because you don't already do it, bro. He doesn't do it. Like, he already puts Gordon up front. Like, come on, man. If you're going to do that, go play 5-5. Play 5 midfielders, 5 backs. That's it. And then see how we'll score a goal. You know what? We'll probably play better as well.
Yeah, so we'll get into the first half. So obviously, like we said, the first 5 minutes are very, very dominant on the front foot for me, at least. Getting at them seemed like a lot more of a physical side, to be honest, at that time, the first 5 minutes. Stroke of brilliance by Tonali. It does get the ball to Barnes and another nice finish to Barnes. That's the first 5 minutes. After that, it was a 5-4-1, park the bus and shut up shop in Marseille. Look, Tonali, we had, like Sam said, we had so many opportunities in that game. For me, Tonali got into a very similar position on the right-hand side of the box. He had 2 players. He had Gordon and Barnes both open in the box, and Tonali decided to take a shot at the keeper. Just bad decision-making there again. Bruno Guimaraes, he had another chance to go play in, I think it was Barnes, 1-on-1. Just passed it straight to the centre-back, man. That could be 3-0 right there. That could be 3 goals.
He sort of did, but it went closer to the keeper. I saw the ID. I mean, he tried to do it. It just didn't pull off for him. But there's other spots. Like if Tonali's going to shoot the way he was going to shoot with his left, lay it off. I mean, it was like 4-on-1 or 3-on-1. It
was 2-on-1. You had Barnes and Gordon both free in the box, man. One pass, bang. It's another goal.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just decision making that's not helping us. But mate, honestly, I think I've had a rant today. Like, my head's about to explode.
Sam, even with the Bruno Guimaraes one, like I saw what he was trying to go through, play on the inside of the defender, but the pass was so poor, man. It goes back to our passing. It's just our passing is so. I know that's a harder pass than some of these 6-yard passes that we can't even complete these days. But for me, man, play the ball off a fraction earlier on the outside of the defender, give it to him. He can receive the ball there and he's still got a good chance to skin that defender and be 1-on-1 with the keeper. So that's 2 opportunities already, Sam, where it was 1 pass away and we're 1-on-1 in the box with the keeper. That's 2 opportunities after the goal. And then what did we have? We had Murphy. Murphy, right before halftime, could have played it 1-on-1 to Gordon. That's 3 chances now, man, just wasted in the first half. Just 3. And mind you, they were all counterattacks as well. Like, none of that was being us on the front foot, being progressive with the ball. They were all counterattacks from sitting so deep, you know. And then the halftime whistle comes. Aubameyang is very, very lucky not to score a goal there right before halftime to equalise. So, look, you listen to Eddie Howe's press conference. He said the first half was brilliant. We created so many opportunities. We had 20 shots. 9 of those 20 shots were on target. The rest were bloody dreadful shots, man. Like, 20 shots on target doesn't mean anything if the chances were so poor. We have no players that are clinical, man. It's just, so that was the first half. And
you know, even in that first half, I think they had like 80% of the ball. And we're a Premier League side, yeah? We're playing like a League One side. That's what League One sides do against big sides. And we're meant to be competing for the top 4. What a load of crap. Honestly, I told you I'm over it, mate. Honestly, I'm about to. Mate, Australia don't have any volcanoes. There's about to be one.
Sam's hairline, it looks like it's going back every minute of the show from the absolute stress the bloke's bloody dealing with.
I'm telling you, I'm so angry. I'm actually angry. Like I said, I'm not upset. I'm not disappointed. I've been upset and disappointed enough this season. Today, I'm just angry.
Yeah, just disappointed, bro. I'm like a parent with my son, I'm not hurt. I'm just bloody disappointed in all of you. Absolutely.
Like, you know what? I'll tell you when I'm disappointed and I get upset. Like, for example, my son peed on the ground today and he started walking in it. And I'm just like, that's why I look at him. I'm like, Dad, you don't do that. That's disgusting. That's when I look at him and I'm upset. I'm like, you know what, mate? You're a kid. But you know what? These guys play like a bunch of kids.
See, I still pay the floor and walk all over it, mate. So your son's no far off me, but we will get
No wonder why you're not married, mate.
Mate, no girls marrying me talking about Newcastle in me bloody spare room for 10 hours a week, that's for sure. But guys, before we get into the second half for me, which was like the worst 45 minutes of football I've seen this season, just bloody heartbreaking.
But you know what's funny? Like, honestly, like just what you were just saying. How many times have you said that this season? This is the worst football I've seen.
Bro, the only good, the only thing that
like,
guys
honestly,
can do now
you
is
think we can't do
bro.
worse, but same how we do. You know, you got to give credit to Eddie Howe, honestly, and you got to give credit to the team because if there's one thing they're consistent at is playing worse and worse. And you think a win against Manchester City puts you on a high? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Hey, you know what? We are deluded fans. I get my Arsenal mates telling me that we are the most deluded fans. And you know what? I'm actually starting to believe them. Yeah, Arsenal fans are telling me we're deluded, and now I'm actually starting to believe them.
It causing an absolute meltdown. All right, guys, this is not good stuff, guys. This is not the way you want to start your morning. But thanks to these blokes, this is how we'd have to do it, guys. But like I said, we're going to get into this second half. The first half is painful enough.
If somebody knows any of the players, just send them this first half an hour of the show. For the love of God, I want them to hear this. I want my message to be sent to them.
This is NUFC breakfast therapy session this Wednesday morning, guys.
Session?
Therapy, counselling, PTSD recovery session. I don't know what you want to call it, man, but it's bloody something. It is. Mate,
I'm telling you now, I'll pay someone for that. And you know what? I sucked at this morning. She doesn't help him.
Sammy's getting therapy, mate.
No, I'm not getting therapy. No.
I was going to say there's not a chance in hell you're talking to anyone, bro. But like I said, guys, I know we've missed a lot of your comments, guys. It's been a bloody fiery show. So before we get into the second half, guys, let's get into your comments. Let's see what you guys are.
I'm actually
saying.
Sweating, yeah. I'm literally sweating.
It's hot. It is like a bloody microwave.
Look, not just hot. Like I think, like I said, mate, I'm angry. That's what happens when you're angry, mate. You start sweating.
Bro, dead set. It feels like I'm gonna have a bloody stroke in this heat, and the stress is just not helping, guys.
I'm not gonna lie, but I really feel like just breaking that thing and just burning it. Honestly, that's what I feel like doing.
You bloody idiot. The guy's gone. Oh. All right, guys, let's get into your comments. Let's see what yous are all saying. Darren Lee says, ripped apart by a 36-year-old as well, mate. It was a retirement day for the lads on the
Yeah, well, you know what? You know what? A 38-year-old got ripped by a 36-year-old. It's the same thing.
The 36.
You meant to start somebody younger. Good. Yeah, of course. We made him look good. Don't tell me he looked good. It's because we made him play that way.
Bro, can I get through 5 comments without you bursting a blood vessel?
No, you got 2 more. You got 2 more comments, mate. You got 2 more comments.
5 comments, bro. This guy's killing me today. Shorty J up in Edinburgh says, for me, Tino was not playing well. Tonali had an off day at the office.
Yeah, because Tino is playing left back. He's a right back. I mean, that's the problem. The bloke shifts more than he has to. I mean, you've got a left back on the bench. For the love of God, use him. Let's play a centre back at left back. Let's play a left back at right back. And you know what? We might as well put a left winger at striker and a right winger at right wing at right back. Hey, we're gonna go with that. Yeah,
All
you
right,
know what?
Sammy. I've
Me
got
saying
four.
it,
I'm gonna read 3 comments, bro, before you bloody blow my ears off.
but me saying that.
You gotta blow
How
my-
silly do I sound? Yeah,
Oh,
that's the
how
manager.
cynical you sound.
How silly do I sound? Me naming you all these positions that this guy just played other people in.
Oh, mate,
Silly, yeah.
100%.
Man, I could say a whole different other word or multiple words, but I was just say the word silly.
Sammy, we haven't even got into the second half yet. I'm about 78,000 comments behind. Let's pump through them. Guys, I know there's about 80 comments that I haven't caught up with, guys. I promise I'll get to the majority of them, or I'll try my best to. But guys, if you do want to ensure that your comment does get read, guys, put a small $1 or $2 super chat in, and I'll make sure that they are made a priority. But let's do a bit of a rapid fire of these questions before we get into the second half. Geordie J up in Edinburgh says, I thought Willick actually stepped up. Marseille were not that great on the night. For me as well, Geordie, I thought, surprisingly, Willick looked like one of the best players on the pitch, to be honest.
Yeah, him and Buns.
Yeah, he looked really good for me. It's a shame we had to see him on the right instead of probably in the 10 or in centre mid, where I think he does his best work. But look,
You know, I actually think looked all right when he came on as well. Elanga. I think he was one of our better players today as well.
I think Alenga, if you're going to play anyone at striker, man, you'd probably stick Alenga up there, to be honest, just with how good his press is and everything like that. And we've seen Gordon at striker so many times. Like, we've seen that experiment does not work. Let's try a new experiment, Eddie. Let's try Alenga up the middle. He hasn't been good on the wing. Let's maybe try him through the middle. Like, just options like that, man. But I agree with you. I think he did have a very, very good performance.
But you know what?
Very,
Me
very
saying
bad
that, it just
side.
shows you how bad everyone what really was. Because our worst performing player this season actually looked good.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, but you know what, Elanga? Well done, mate. If you're listening to this, well done. Keep up the good work. Because you're putting everyone else on show.
Darren says, I'd rather see us try like last night and then no effort at all like West Ham and Brentford games.
No, I'd rather the West Ham and Brentford game because at least we know we were playing like crap, like to the extent where we had nothing. The annoying part is that we created a bit of chances and nobody knows how to shoot. And then we go and concede goals the way we concede them. Pope was wasn't even a defender running after that, but he was a midfielder. That's how far off his line was.
Yeah,
Like Aubameyang couldn't believe his luck that the goalkeeper was where it was.
Yeah, we'll get more into that when we cover the second half. But Marco says, the second goal, Burn could have stopped the cross by sticking his leg out. Burn left it and the old man slid in and scored. Bad decisions cost us again. Well, even with that, I think Tino probably should have shut down that cross as well. So there are plenty of opportunities to prevent that, man. Plenty of opportunities.
You know what? I think because we think we've got a lot of height that we could hit a ball away all the time.
Bro, it doesn't matter if you're 6'6". If you're gonna ping it across the floor, you need to get to it. Your height doesn't matter. You got to get a foot out and stop those crosses.
No, but I'm talking about the way we are set up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get at before you rudely interrupted me. Thank you very much. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
their aim is for them trying to whip the cross in for Aubameyang and try to get it to a header. And even though he had a few free headers, but same how we created the goal opportunities. It was us. It wasn't even them. It was us. We allowed them to score those goals.
They were so easy goals, man. Like the easiest goals. But we're gonna get.
Look, don't get me wrong, great finish by Aubameyang for that second goal. It was a great finish.
Yeah.
Even the first one was a good finish. He had a lot of work to do, considering his position. But
we'll get more into that when we cover the second. We'll talk more about that anyway. But Gavin saying Eddie is out of his depth. He will squeeze Burn and Gordon in no matter what. I don't think either get to the World Cup. They're crap and dumb. Pope. I think Gordon will be going to the World Cup no matter what, man. It's like Tommy Tuchel is another Eddie Howe. He absolutely bloody loves Gordon. So it would not surprise me in the least if Gordon is on the plane to the USA for the World Cup. Then we've got Geordie JJ up in Edinburgh. I think Everton was the focus. Even if that is the case, every game has to be the focus, man. Like, I don't like.
I'm sick of hearing that.
Me and Sam have said multiple times on this show, we don't care if there's rotation, and we want to save players for the Everton game. You can save some of the players that we have depth in the position for. For example, Nick Waltamato, we don't have another number 9. We might want to rest him and give him minutes, but we don't have the luxury of doing that because we don't have a striker, man. So you can't do that, unfortunately. In the other positions, in midfield, we can rotate. That's fine. I would have loved to see Willick alongside Bruno and Tonali. I would not mind that at all in a midfield 3. Same with the defenders. I didn't really care if TL played alongside Botman or Dan Burn, but let's not change it to a 3. Let's not have 3 centre-backs, yeah? Change one of them if you want to rest them.
And then don't go putting...
And then with the fullbacks, we know that we can't. We've seen how bad we are when we rest fullbacks. The 2 young lads have just come back. I can acknowledge that. I can appreciate that they're injured and we've got to be careful with them. But it's the same instance with Nick Waltamato. They're the only 2 players who benefit the system, yeah? They're the only 2 players that benefit it. Murphy has been one of our most consistent attackers this season, and you want to play him as a right wing back. Like, make it make sense to me, man. I can't understand that whatsoever. Like, make it make sense, yeah?
Okay, so this is all Eddie Howe's fault.
It is, man. 100% it's Eddie Howe's
so that's
fault.
my point. I told you I was Eddie Howe in last week, and I'm not Eddie Howe in anymore. You know what? If it was to beat Everton, I'm still Eddie Howe out. Even if he goes out and he goes and beats bloody Fulham to make the semi-final again, I'm still Eddie Howe out. Why? Because he's going to end up going back to this crap formation, and we're going to lose again. It's that simple. And he'll probably lose both of them anyway. Well, who am I kidding?
We've got Harple coming back. Harple, where have you been, mate? I haven't seen you the last few weeks, mate. It is always good to have Harple on the show. But he says bipolar FC. Mate, they are the biggest bunch of bipolar lads you'll ever see in your life. Inconsistency from start to bottom, mate. They're going to start changing their names every bloody game. We're going to see different names on the back of their jersey soon, guys. It is absolutely criminal. Lynn says, go Sam. That was me last night. I was so wound up, I couldn't sleep. I don't blame you, Lynn. You had bloody nightmares of Aubameyang. 2 fastest.
But you know what? I'm not. You know what? I wasn't getting nightmares from Aubameyang. No. You think I was worried about Aubameyang? No. My team gives me a nightmare. My team, our club. They're the ones that give us nightmares. Because, mate, honestly, like I'm actually out of words to describe how annoyed I am with these people.
I don't blame you, Sammy boy. We haven't even got into the second half, man. It's about to bloody kick off, guys. When we get into the second half,
we've already been 45 minutes in.
We haven't even
what a show. Hey, we haven't got to the second half yet.
Guys,
wait till the second half hits.
We'll do 5 more comments, guys, and then we will get into this second half. I know I'm about 40 or so comments behind. So, like I said, guys, if you do want to make sure that your comment does get read in case I do miss it, just put a little $1 or $2 super chat in, guys, and we will make sure we read that straight away. But let's get into 5 more comments, and then we will start this second half. We've got a new person here, Adam RO1100. Welcome, Adam. Very nice to see some new people on the breakfast show. Adam says, we started 3 centre-backs yesterday and Botman still didn't start. He will be off in January unless things change.
Good.
I couldn't understand how you have 3 centre-backs on the pitch and Botman is not one of them, Semi. Like, that is another...
you can ask Eddie Howe.
I don't think he knows, man. He probably couldn't give you an answer. That presser, he looks so deflated.
Deflated. Bloke's ran out of ideas.
Man. Yeah, he looked lost.
He's ran out of ideas. Oh, yeah. Let's go back to something that doesn't work. Backfire. Yes.
Oh, you know that fantastic game that we had against Leeds with 5 at the back? We played really well in that game. Let's go do it away in the Champions League.
Yep. Yeah, you know what? Let's not start a striker.
Oh, we didn't score a goal against Leeds United with a 5 at the back.
You know what? I reckon he was thinking us doing all this, we're going to catch Marseille off guard.
Must have been Eddie Howe in the morning, man. Just wake the night before the game.
Mate, was he a part of the group that got tear gas the night beforehand?
Alrighty, let's do 4 more comments before this dreadful second half recap begins. Another new person, Damon Davies, mate. A very, very warm welcome to the breakfast show, Damon. Damon says, fuming after that. Second half last night, 5 at the back has never worked. It's incredible how everyone in this channel and the wider fan base can see that, but the bloke at the helm somehow can't.
You know what? I actually thought the bloke would learn from his mistakes, yeah. And then he's gone and an absolute ripper masterclass against Manchester City and Pep. And you're just thinking, you know what, mate? There is hope. And now I just don't have any anymore. Mate, you know, if you've lost me for hope and I am the most hopeful bloke that you ever meet, you know there's a bloody issue.
Yeah, Sam was in the Win Happy Clapper Brigade. He was the vice president of Win's Happy Clapper Parade about 3 weeks ago. So look what you've done to this poor bloke in the space of 3 weeks, Eddie. You've bloody killed his spirit. You've killed his soul, mate. Adam says, Bruce would get crucified for this defensive mindset. We take the lead and just completely stop pressing after that. It's like
Bruce's performances look better now.
Adam, it's not even 10 minutes after we score a goal. It's literally the next possession after we score a goal. It's a 5-4-1. A 5-4-1, a goal up. The boardroom might as well gave a 5-day pass, all-inclusive resort to every Marseille player, come to Newcastle, because that's how much we invited them in. Yeah? Come inside, come for dinner, put your feet up, have dessert. We're going to send you an invite. Come to the wedding at Newcastle. Literally invited them to come at us, man. Just wave after wave after wave. Like Sam, even with the corners, a whole team was back. A whole team. Put 2 people on the halfway line, 3 people on the... At least give them something to think about. We're so camped back, man. Give us a little bit of a threat. Give us a chance. We play all these pacey players and everything. Put 3 of them on the halfway line. Take half the players away from them out of our box. Get them out of there, man. Just such poor...
I think we handed him a bit of LUBE, you know, but same thing, mate. It's just it's an absolute shocker, man, honestly. Like, we allowed them to do what they wanted to do.
Bro, we might as well put the goal in for him. We might as well put the goal in for him, both of them. Like, that's how bad it was, the setup. Like, it was just shocking. Just shocking, guys.
Honestly,
Absolutely,
you know what? I thought my kids and my wife giving me headaches, mate. Honestly, these guys are even worse.
It's not even on, but you gotta go to migraine, bro. This is upgraded from headache to migraine. After this, bro, after Everton, this could be getting into head injury trauma. You know, headache, migraine, then head injury, bro, after this.
Honestly, you know what? Therapists up in Newcastle must be having a field day.
They've broken the absolute bank after that, to be honest. There's a 6-month waiting line. But we'll get into 2 more comments, guys, before we relive the PTSD of this second half. Darren says, I would have dropped Barnes last night for Gordon and then dropped Gordon for Barnes on Saturday.
Stop it. Just stop. Next comment.
Darren, I love you. Darren, I love you, mate, but that's unfortunately got to get a sad trumpet, Darren. I love you, Darren. I'm very sorry to do it to you, mate. I'm very, very sorry to do it to you.
Drop Barnes for Gordon. Let's drop our best performing player for our second worst performing player.
I'm sorry, Daz, mate. I'm sorry, but that was a howler for me.
Sorry,
Daz. Very rare howler.
I'm just angry today, mate. Sorry, like don't take this to heart. It's just, mate, it's been a woeful day. I mean, you could sleep it off. I couldn't.
But I had to go do 2 exams after watching that. Yeah, I had to go do 6 hours.
Imagine this, like, oh, what's my name? Eddie Howe. I can't pass anything.
Bro, I was in the waiting room at the university, yeah? It was the start of the second half, and then we got caught in 30 minutes for the exam, so I see both the goals go in, and then the exam gets delayed another 2.5 hours. So, bro, I was just stuck there, just stuck in a hot 35-degree hall, knowing I had 6 hours of exams coming up after that absolutely dreadful performance. It was...
I would have come pick you up. I would have sat in the pool for a bit. What? We've been sipping on pina coladas, bro. What are you talking about?
Sipping on pina coladas, man. Then I would have got an absolute 0% in the test. But let's do this last comment, guys, before we get into this second half. So Marco says, Tonali was dreadful last night, but he's allowed a bad one. But Gordon was free shouting at him to pass. Marco, I don't think anyone's allowed a free pass, man. No one has been consistent enough to be allowed a free pass this season, for me at least. But Semi, let's get into this absolutely abysmal second half, mate. Let's get into it.
When do you want, which part of it do you want to start? Like after the 50th minute? And we could do that if you like. I think at that time we were still 1-0 up.
I've got a better idea, right? Let's go to the first 30 seconds of this game.
30 seconds? Well, what happened then?
Well, what happened, you ask, in the first 30 seconds of the second half, Semi? The absolute normal thing that happens to Newcastle after going a goal up. We absolutely crap the bed, man. Heads drop, performances drop, and we look like dogs with their tails.
I'm just gonna act out like I didn't watch the game. Oh mate, you know what? That doesn't surprise me at all. How did we concede? Like, was it a good goal at least? Was it a good goal at least?
Yes, I mean, it was actually really good defending by the lads. It was absolutely, for me, the first goal in the second half of Marseille. It was an absolute, it was an amazing achievement by them because of how well we were defending the goal, to be honest. Nick Pope, generational goalkeeper for me. His positioning is world class, at the start of the second half, you're not going to see many goalkeepers position themselves as well as Pope positioned himself.
No way.
Yeah.
Was it at the goal?
Yeah, he was definitely in the goal where he should be and not 15 metres outside of his box when we had 3 defenders on the last man.
I watched the game. It wasn't even 15 metres out away from his... Like, you know what? For somebody, I'm trying to act like that I haven't watched the game, yeah? 15 metres is a bit of a low ball, mate.
Man.
Yeah, go a bit higher. I think it was about 30. I think it was about 30 metres away from his goal.
Look, Nick Pope for me, man. Like, what was he thinking, Semi boy? Like, did he not see the 3 defenders who had everything completely covered? Like,
no.
What was he seeing, man? To be honest, like, I just can't understand it. And how does one pass 30 seconds in just bypass the whole entire team? One pass, Sam. One pass by a bloke, mind you, who hasn't started a game for Marseille this season. One pass and just completely dissected the team, man. And then Pope decides, I don't want to be a goalkeeper no more. You know what I want to be? I want to be an offensive tackle in the NFL. I want to be a rugby league player. Let's smash this bloke. Looked like he was running at him like a bull man in one of those Spanish El Matador things. Just running at him like an absolute bull man. Just saw red. What are you doing? Stay in your goal, Pope. Stay in the goal. Semi's lost for words. I don't even have a co-host anymore. We're that done with this stuff, man. Like, what are you doing, Pope?
Mate, look, to be honest with you, I'm hearing what you're saying, but I'm just putting my cord through like this, the crack in the middle of the table.
It's good to see that you're engaged.
That's how annoyed I am with these people that I'm just listening to you. I'm lost for words, mate. Like, you know what you're saying is correct. I could say a lot more, but I don't want to say it nicely, so I'm just going to stay quiet.
Yeah, look, absolutely preventable goal for me in that second half.
Preventable.
Just so easy to prevent that goal, man. Just absolutely. Just
if that happens, they don't even score their second goal, yeah?
No, it's just after that goal, man, you just heard the stadium. You knew what was going to happen. The first half, it was already a complete onslaught. We were very, very lucky to survive that first half going in with the lead. As soon as that second goal happened, Semi, it was Groundhog Day. I think every Newcastle supporter watching that game knew exactly what was going to happen after that, Semi. I think every one of them knew what was going to happen after that, man. You just saw the players' heads drop after that.
Heads drop?
Heads drop, spirits drop, souls dropped. Every one of them, man, just gave up after that. So that was the first goal, guys. That was 30 seconds into the second half. And then about 4 minutes after that, the 36-year-old Aubameyang came back to haunt us once again with an absolutely incredible finish. Sammy, you've got to be fair. Both of them were very, very good finishes.
Corey,
this
man.
is a part in the show, like, I'll usually say something to you and then you kind of respond. And that's sort of how a
Oh,
podcast usually goes, Semi.
I get it. I get
yeah.
it. I get it. I don't know. I get what you're trying to say. It's just honestly, man. Like I'm telling you, it's just I don't even want to talk about it. Like honestly, I don't want to talk about it.
We
But then
have to
after
talk
that,
about
we didn't.
it's our
Even,
job.
after, you know, I don't want to talk about the goals. I don't want to talk about the goals. All right, the second goal was at least it was preventable, but it was a lot better than the first one. Why? Is because the goalkeeper was still in his bloody box.
Yeah, at least we had that goal before. At least we had a goalkeeper in the box on his line.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You know. I mean, look, that one there, I give him a bit of credit for letting that one in because it was an unstoppable shot. Nobody was stopping that. It just to the top of the roof. And that was
Yeah,
it. You know. But I mean, it's that first goal. Can we just get back to the first goal?
How do you
I
feel
just
about
want to
the first
know.
goal, Semi boy?
I just want to know what he was thinking. Honestly, what was he thinking?
Well, Pope,
Like
Pope and
what? No,
Ramsdale.
you know, I've never seen him do that. I've never seen him go out that far. The bloke thought he was a midfielder. The only
probably
time he's
saw how-
out that far from his box is whenever he's taking a free kick.
Bro, he probably saw how bad our midfield was. He's like, I've got to do something here. Eh? I've got to help these lads out.
I think by the time they started the second half, our players were still coming out.
Well, that's the thing. Pope and Ramsdale must have forged a really good friendship and connection in the training because obviously Pope really likes Ramsdale and has decided to give him his number one spot in the team. The only thing I can think of, they just must be really good mates, man, and he's just forfeited that spot to him because, bro, you do not want to be the goalkeeper if you're doing stuff like that.
No, you
Like,
know what? I reckon they came up with an agreement. Look, I need a fourth club to be relegated. That can you do it for me? Pope's like, yeah, mate, I'll do it for you definitely. And you know what? At this rate, mate, we're more likely to get relegated than we are to finish in the top four with this inconsistency.
Semi, you know what it is, mate? It is
No.
just...
I don't know what it is because if I had a solution to the problem, I would tell you.
It's just who we are.
What is it?
It's who we're going to be till as long as I'm here.
Ange, I think we're going to need the mighty Ange. And finishes at 14th
guys.
and wins the Europa League.
Guys, so that's literally the first 5 minutes of the second half, and then look, guys, put it in the comments. Was anyone confident of us going and getting the result after those first 5 minutes? Because for me, I wasn't even confident with the first goal when we were up with the lead after the last three.
Corey, I swear to God, I think I screamed at my TV, yeah, in the 55th minute, in the 60th minute, in the 65th minute, and the 70th minute. Put on Voldemade! Put him on! I saw him, thank God, and it took him 5 minutes to come on while I was standing there sipping on his water. And we can't string two passes together. We're just looking at him.
Bro, you know what that is?
Bruno's looking at the bench, and Eddie Howe's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Why are you looking at me? Come on, man.
60 minutes in, Sam. 60 minutes in. Walter
After that second goal, Voldemade should have come on.
Bro,
After that second goal, bang, put him on. It was that simple.
Bro, I can understand the resting players, but do you want to rest points as well? Do you want the points to rest as well? Because that's what we're going for, man. You've given him the first half off, okay? It's done. He's had a bit of rest. Like Sam says, as soon as that second goal came in, we needed an outlet there, man. Because Anthony Gordon at striker is not it, man. He's a pair of socks with no bloody heels in it. He is not it at striker.
Look, what he did is that he took off our right winger. Yeah, he took off our right back. He took off our right back that was playing left back. He put on a left back, and then he left a player that plays right wing at right back.
Now, do you want to know what else he done? And then he brought on Miley, a centre midfielder, and then put him on at fullback. That's what he done. He brought Miley on and put him at fullback. Is it opposite day at the club? Is it experiment day?
Look, as much as I've been annoyed with Joel Linton, how the hell did Joel Linton not get on after that as well?
Bro.
Joel Linton was probably one of our best players against Manchester City.
I'm just lost for words, man, to be honest. Like, I'm just lost for words.
No, you're not lost for words. There's one word to describe these people. idiots. The whole bloody lot of them. I'm actually sick of it, bro.
Absolutely proves it, bro. Absolutely
Mate,
proves it. Like,
honestly,
so
they
that-
are so useless. They're more useless than my 1-year-old that tries to say dad. And she just looks at me and she screams.
But guys, like that was the first 5 minutes of the second half, and then you get into the substitutions like me and Sam are covering now. The Walter Mate substitution came 15 minutes way too late for me. You can't give that bloke 20 minutes to impact the game. Just dreadful there. And then you look at Lewis Miley. They brought Lewis Miley on and they decided to play him out fullback. You've already tried Murphy at fullback, the right winger. How about we try the centre midfielder at fullback? So that was his second substitution. And then Anthony Alenga came on. To be honest, I think out of all the substitutions, he was probably the brightest spark off the bench for me, at least. Anthony Alenga was the brightest spark for me off the bench. Ramsey came on, bit of a passenger for me. I didn't really notice Ramsey too much, if I'm being completely honest. So even the substitutions weren't good. There was nothing good about this game, man, from start to finish. Just absolutely nothing
It's
good.
the way we started the game. Mate,
Yeah.
there's when a team is under pressure, the worst thing you can do to that team is put players on whenever we are on the back foot. What he should have done is not kept the same lineup after halftime. Since you want to make your 5 changes, I mean, play these guys for one half and then put your best squad on for the second half.
Change the setup, bro. Just change the setup. We've seen 45 minutes. We saw the first half. We saw that this 5 at the back with the right winger, right wing back. We saw that it was not working, okay? You know what a team wants to play against when they're on the front foot? They want to play against the same side. And that's exactly what Marseille got. The same formation, the same setup. We did not change a single thing, man. In the 60th minute, after we've just conceded 2 goals in 5 minutes' time, yeah? Go back to a back 4. Give Marseille something different to think about, man. Put players back in their actual positions. Move Murphy back at right wing. Take Gordon off. Leave Barnes on and put Walter Mate as striker, yeah? You can put Willick in midfield then as a 10. Have Bruno and Tonali behind him, okay? And then the back 4, go back to a back 4. Because this back 5 that we're playing with, Sam, I kind of understand what he was trying to do because we saw Tino Livramento in the final third so many times in that game. He was bombing further forward than Murphy was at times, yeah? So tonight, I can understand what he was trying to do. He was trying to overload, get wide, but it just wasn't working, man. Like, because whenever Livramento would bomb up, then Barnes or whoever would come back for him. So it just wouldn't work. No one would overlap. The 5 at the back, the reason we've done it, the only reason that I can think of was to have more width and get in behind them out wide. But if that's not working and we're just getting caught out because of it, or we're just going to have 10 players at the back, then change something, man. Go to a 4-3-3 like we've done against Manchester City and give Marseille something different to think about. But you're just lost,
I get
man.
it. I get it at the start. He was trying to go for the pressing game. All right, I get it. All right, we did it for a bit. We took the lead, and then obviously we let them and we allowed them to hold position for basically the rest of the half. Even though we did create a bit of chances coming off on the counter. Okay, but like we said, make your changes in that second half. Like you said, make Marseille think. You've got the tallest striker in world football. You've got the tallest striker in world football, yeah? That will cause havoc if you know how to whip a ball in. Yeah? And what are we trying to do? We're trying to whip a ball in for Gordon. Bloke can't score with his foot. You want him to score with his head?
Bro, it's so bad. Sam, it's so bad, man. Like, it's so bad from
that
start
Barnes
to
miss
finish.
against Man City killed me, yeah? But then he made up for it. And then the bloke goes and does the same sort of thing because he basically missed the ball. He didn't even shoot. He just let it go past him. And then, instead of going towards goal, he stops. And he tries to pass it backwards. And then,
It's just craziness. So we've gone over Eddie Howe, how bad that he's set up in this half. But let's get to some of these players as well, man, because they were just as bad. They were horrible.
They're stupid. They were stupid. That's what they are. Let's just say what it is. The word is stupid. That's what they were. Like some
Like,
of the decision making. Like I don't even know how the hell you made it to professional football.
I can understand that, like, half of the team, you're all playing out of position, but at the end of the day, you're still professional footballers. Like, their centre-back, the captain, Bellardi, or whatever his name is, the captain, the centre-back, he got a yellow card first thing in the game, Sammy boy.
No, let's not run at him.
Let's not run at him. Don't run at him. He's got a yellow card in the first 5 minutes. Big momentum boost.
We'll protect him.
Protect him. Pass out wide, play around the box, go sit deep. Let's not go straight at the centre-back with the yellow card who's very, very fiery. Let's not do that at all. Just simple things like that, man. You got to play Gordon this fast. Eddie Howe said in the press conference, I'm going to play Anthony Gordon at number 9 because he offers us pace and he helps the press, yeah? If he offers you pace, make runs, man. Go at players. He just looked so scared. All of them look scared, man. They're too scared to try anything, Sammy. They're just weak, man. Weak mentality, weak performance.
It is weak mentality. That's what it is. You know what? I think, but I don't get it. I really don't get it. How can you perform the way you performed against Manchester City and then come out that way? I don't understand it.
That's what I mean. Is it complacency? Is it complacency, Sammy? Because it's not.
Well, we suck at it. That's for sure. There's no such thing as complacency with us because we don't know how to be complacent. We don't know how to control the ball, bro. You know what? The best way for you to win a game is not sit back. It's to hold the ball, control the game, and go score more goals. It is that simple. The point of the game, sorry, I'm going to be Michael Owen for a second, is to score more goals than your opponent. Because if you score more goals than your opponent, you will win the game. Bunch of clowns. You should be at a circus.
Bunch of clowns. Go to a circus. Go get the lion. Go get the tiger out. Go put the face paint on because you're like clowns at the moment, guys. You're like clowns.
Mate, go get your 3 balls and start juggling them, mate. Honestly, you should all end up at bloody Stardust Circus, the one that comes down here in every year. I don't know if there is that sort of Stardust bloody circus up in the UK, but there's definitely one here.
Oh, Sam, it's dreadful, bro. Like I said, guys, if you don't laugh, you're gonna cry. If you don't laugh, you're gonna cry.
Hey, who's that Italian wrestler? That Italian wrestler. What was his name?
Bro, I don't even know American wrestler. You want to throw an Italian wrestler out?
No, he used to play. He used to be in the WWE.
I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue.
Brother, I'll give you an example. Yeah, like it was in the Royal Rumble. This guy came in. As soon as he came in, he got thrown over. Like, literally, it was 1 second. That's how bad this bloke was, yeah? That's the way we perform.
That was the start of our second half, eh? That was the start of
the second half. No, that's the plays that we've got.
No, I'm going to go back to the semi. Like,
but honestly, with the keyboard stuff, mate, you got some new ones there.
Yeah, guys, Chris has upgraded our budget here on the Breakfast Show, guys. Well, I've got some new sound effects. I'm very, very happy. What's this one? Let's have a listen.
Genus.
Why do we got the mighty wind talking? Do we have a toilet flush?
We don't have a toilet flush yet.
Come on, Chris, give me the toilet flush.
Chris, I need a toilet flush. I need some more songs by Win. I'm
trying to put the whole Newcastle starting 11 in the toilet, mate.
Alrighty, guys. So we've covered Eddie Howe's absolutely dreadful setup for this game, and we've covered some of the players' absolutely shocking performances. So let's get back to your comments, guys.
Ask me if I'm Eddie Howe in still. Ask me.
No, we're going to let's see what the people have to say, Sammy. It's a very interactive show, guys.
Don't worry about the people. Ask me.
All right, that's all I'm worried about is the people, our lovely, lovely fans. And starting off with our lovely, lovely fans, Darren Lee says, I must be the only one who thinks we played well last night.
Yes, I think you are. Hey, I think he should join the Newcastle players too in the bloody circus at the moment. Come on, Darren.
Come on, Darren, mate. This is 2 back-to-back absolute calamities by you, Darren, mate. You're breaking me heart here, Darren. I must be the only one who thinks we played well last night, and I'm lucky.
We don't have to continue the comment.
Shut up, Sammy. I've got to finish it.
Oh, go.
We had 10 minutes, which let the performance down, leaking 2 goals. Otherwise, it was an end-to-end. Darren, man, I've got to ask you, like, I just don't see this end-to-end game. For me, it was one end of the... It was a 5-4-1, Darren, most of that first half. And that was our best half.
It was a team that had 80% possession, and then us hitting them on the counter that doesn't know how to score. A team that doesn't know how to score goals.
Look, I don't care if you set up like that against Manchester City. And we didn't even set up like that against Manchester City, which is...
We didn't. We
which is
actually didn't. Like, mate, that's the annoying part, yeah? Like, you played one of the best teams in the world. Like, and that's not even saying it lightly. We played one of the best teams in the world and should have scored 7 against them. And then you go to Marseille and you give me that shit show. You know
Sam,
what?
like, what
Eddie
is it,
Howe
Sam?
out. It is Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe out. I'm sick of him. That's
But
it. I thought, you know what? I'll give him credit for beating against City. And I was Eddie Howe in for such a long time. But today's performance has just showed me that Eddie Howe does not cut it. He cannot cut it. It's that simple.
It's still too early for me to say that, to be honest. Too early.
Yeah, it's too early for your teacher to be marking your exams and giving you a pass as well.
Bro. Look, guys, Semi, I can understand how painful this has been, mate. And I'm hurt and as just as bad as anyone is, mate. I can't understand or excuse what Eddie was doing in this game. I literally can't. But
Can I ask you something? How many times have we spoken about Eddie Howe's decision-making this season?
Look, man, I get it. I don't...
How many times?
Honestly, you probably... All the Eddie Howe out people, like, you's probably making a bit more sense than us Sternge Eddie defenders. But, look, man, for me, I've got to give him...
I am usually the Eddie defender. Me.
I know, Semi.
I'm sick of it. I can't deal with it anymore. Go get me Ancelotti.
Look, for me, at least with Eddie Howe, if he does not learn after this game with this 5 at the back, playing players out of position, and not playing our strongest players and this favoritism, if it happens again after this game, then look, man, another month of this, and I will 100% agree with you, Semi. I think it's time that he's moved on. It probably means that he's reached his peak. But I'm just going to hope, Semi boy, that this game, like I said about the West Ham game, I'm just hoping that this is a catalyst for our season, Semi boy.
No. There's no such thing. No. You can keep begging, you can keep praying. You know why? Because we've said the same thing. I think about how many games have we played? 10 games for the last 10 games. No, more. What am I talking about? We've probably played about 15. 15 games, I think we've played. Yeah. All up. And we've been saying it after every freaking game. Even though we win, we haven't been winning properly. The only game that we played properly in was against Manchester City, and we deserved to win that game. That was the only game this season that we deserved to win.
See, this is like where I'm coming from, Semi. Like, you go out and have a game against Manchester City, yeah? In the same setup, the same thing that we've seen all season, yeah? And then the next game, bro, we just changed the entire thing. You couldn't change it more. Like, I understand rotation, but this isn't rotation. This is dissecting. This is open heart surgery on the team. Completely changing everything, man. So, like, this is why I'm so worried at the moment with Eddie Howe, because I just don't, for me, at least, it doesn't make any logical sense why you'll do that. Like, I just don't see why you'll do that, man, like, at all. And this is why I am starting to get a little bit worried about Eddie Howe, because if he's doing stuff like that, man, like, you know, questions do have to start being asked, to be honest. And it's not just Eddie, though. It can't just be Eddie, man. Some of these players have to take accountability for their,
you know what,
their work rate, their desire.
No. It's all Eddie Howe. You can't put me 5 players in their wrong positions. That's on you. That is on you. Don't come here and tell me that you're going to go and blame a player for that. So that's a right back playing left back. Oh, yeah, he didn't perform. Okay, let's put a left winger on striker. Oh, you know what? He hasn't been performing. And he's played there like 5 games this season. He hasn't performed once. Why are you still playing him there? Why are you still playing him there? Come on, bro. You can't tell me. And Nick Pope. Mate, the blokes had 5 absolutely dreadful errors. Like, you know what I mean? like it's something that a 5-year-old would do. And this guy, apparently, I don't know if this is true or not, but according to, I think just the nature of law, it is. I think the older you get, the wiser you become. Yeah, I feel like the older Nick Pope gets, the worse and less wisdom gets out of him.
So that applies for you and Nick Pope in this world, then, does it?
I think so. Just Nick Pope.
Oh, alrighty, guys.
Oh yeah, you know what? Let's be 30 meters away from the goal. I can save it with my hands.
Alrighty, guys. Well, I think each and every one of us in this chat right now is absolutely sick of this Marseille game. So before we move on to it, we're going to have a look at Eddie Howe's press conference. We're going to have a look at what he said in his very, very short press conference after the game yesterday.
There was loads to talk about, though.
But we spoke about the Marseille game for 1 hour and 16 minutes, and I don't think I can spend another 30 seconds talking about it, to be honest.
Wait, I mean, there's so much more. There's so much more we could talk about.
Yeah, let's get over with the press conference, and then let's look at this Everton game, Semi, because oh god, that is gonna be a very, very big one, Semi boy.
I'm not even watching it.
It's going to be a big one. But let's get back into the comments here, guys, before we get into Eddie Howe's comments from the presser. So we've got another new person here. We've got lots of new debuts on the breakfast show. So very, very nice to see you all. Football Geordie Best says, I don't know where Gordon's head is, but Liverpool wouldn't even want him now. No top 6 side would. Well, Geordie,
I think it's up his Arsenal.
That transfer fee that Liverpool were offering us back then is starting to look like a very, very, very bad decision by our club, is it not? Is it not? Darren says, Botman was poor in the last 2 games he started and was at fault for goals as well. I can't disagree with you there, Darren, either, but I don't think Shah's been overly reliable either. He's had a few good games, but...
You know what's funny? No one's been reliable other than, I think, literally 3 players that I can think of.
Yeah, I think Murphy, for me, has been pretty reliable this
Not really.
season.
Not even Murphy. No. Not even Murphy.
Put Murphy in that bracket.
No.
You don't think Murphy has been somewhat consistent this season?
No.
So who do you think's been more consistent in front of
Barnes,
Murphy?
Voldemar, and Malik Chow. That's it. There's no one else.
Barnes has been good the last 3 games, remember. Let's not forget the start of the season up until now.
No, he did. He was good at the start of the season. Everyone else was shambles.
So you're saying Barnes had a more consistent season than Murphy?
Yes. I don't think Murphy scored a goal. Has he? Or one?
I
think he scored 1 goal. No, that was it.
He's set up a lot as well, though. Like, just at the end of the day, if we're trying to pick 3 players for consistency and not one of us can agree on it, then you know how bad this team is performing and how inconsistent we are. So I agree with you there, Darren. But
at least, look, our most consistent player this season honestly has been Nick Pope.
Consistently inconsistent, yeah. The only thing he's consistent is being inconsistent. If that bloke couldn't throw as well as he has, then I don't see him starting half of these games.
You know what kills me? Yeah, you know what kills me? Like, you look at these players, yeah. I mean, they go and play with some of the best players in the world, like Anthony Gordon, as an example. Like, you go, there's Jude Bellingham in your side, there's Declan Rice, there's Bukayo Saka. Like, what do you go and do in that English camp? Yeah, do you think you're up to those level, or do you think you've got a head that big that you don't want to learn from anyone else? I don't know, but then Tonali's probably the Italian's best player because they're just absolutely rubbish, and then. Like, you get other players that come back from international duty that look a tad better. And I think, I just think bloody Gordon should be doing a lot better than what he is. I think he's literally been our biggest disappointment this season.
Oh, Gordon, 100%, man. Like, he had those 3 good games in the Champions League, but besides that, man, what's he done? Like, just shocking, man. Absolutely shocking.
What? He scored a penalty. He scored a tap-in. And what was his other goal?
Yeah,
was it 2 penalties?
But they were against poor sides as well, though, Semi, as well. You can't forget that.
Like, he scored against Barcelona. He scored against Barcelona.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
well,
wait, the Apple.
Shocking. See what Chelsea done to him today.
Yeah, I know.
Then we've got Gavin here. Question from Gavin. Gavin says, if Byrne was only 6 foot instead of 7 foot and Gordon wasn't fast, do they get into any other Prem team?
No, they do not. Because Gordon uses his pace. If he doesn't have his pace, he will look like Byrne. But then Byrne is so tall and he's very good at defending, but doesn't do anything else.
But see, this is our problem,
Can't do
Gavin.
anything
Like,
else.
how many times has Eddie said in this season in the presses that he loves a 6 foot plus physical player. He thinks it's a necessity for the system. So this isn't the end that we're going to see of Byrne and his height. And it's the same thing with Gordon. Like, if the only reason that you're going to play Gordon at number 9 is because of his pace, we've got Olenga there. We've got we've got players with pace and that we haven't seen at striker. We've already seen Gordon at striker. We've seen it doesn't work, man. Like, it is.
You know what's funny? I was actually talking to my mates the other day. Yeah, they're like, you know why we hate versus Newcastle, and then they're like, because we bring that aggression. We're just a grubby side to verse. Nobody wants to verse us because we are so physical. There was one game that I can tell you that we played like that this season, and that was 3 days ago. We bullied Manchester City. That's what we did. And we came away with the result. And then you go to Marseille. You go with a 1-goal lead, and bro, I don't know what happened. We became an A-League side.
Get into more of these comments. I'm lost for words, man, about how bad this performance was, guys. And I'm like, my heart, my soul, my spirit, everything is absolutely destroyed after that game. Like, Man City, for me, I said it on every breakfast show that we've done leading up to that Manchester City game. If we get a win against Manchester City, this is a turnaround for our season. It is going to be the catalyst for something big at Newcastle. And I truly believe that, guys. I was confident in that, yeah. And then this Marseille, like, you can't... I wouldn't have even been this hurt if it was somewhat competitive, yeah? If it was somewhat of a competitive game and we nicked the draw. I'd be disappointed, but I wouldn't be
Whenever
hurt.
we went through that draw, whenever we went through the Champions League draw, what did I tell you, though? I told you that if there's going to be a game that's going to be a bit tricky for us, it's going to be Marseille away. Did I not say that?
Well, Sam, that's the other thing, Sam. They scored 5 goals against Nice on the weekend, man. They scored 5 goals. Who the hell is Nice? It doesn't matter, Sam. What I'm saying is, if you've just seen a side win 5 goals, they're playing very, very good in their domestic league, yeah?
Okay.
And then you go and change the entire system, the entire tactics. You change 4 players out of the position. Every substitute that you bring on, you put into a different position. Lewis Miley at fullback. What are we doing? Jacob Murphy at fullback. What are we doing? Murphy on the right wing.
No. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. What I'm trying to say is that I said at the start of that Champions League, whenever we were going through the draw, is that this was going to be our trickiest game other than PSG and Barcelona. I thought if there was going to be a result that we could get out of this game, I would have been happy with the draw. But considering that we had just beaten City and we had gone up in that game, and then the performance, I don't accept that. I can't accept that defeat. You can't tell me you can go out, almost beat Liverpool with 10 men, and then you go and beat Manchester City, and then you go and you perform like that in Marseille. Which were even...
It's all a mentality thing with these players. It's just a mentality thing.
They're weak.
They just look like different
said,
players.
They are weak mentality. They're mentally weak.
Yeah, the last 5 games, we've literally alternated wins and losses in the last 5 games. And in the last 4 away games, we've lost all 4. 3 of them we've been up. So it's got to be a mentality thing. I fully understand that this stupid, ridiculous system that Eddie Howe put us out in did not help any matters tonight. But still, man, like, it just...
But I've got no hope for any other away game, bro. We are going next game in the Champions League is to Bayern Leverkusen away that had just gone to Manchester City and beaten them. So now you
Who
come
cares
here
about
and tell
Bayer
me,
Leverkusen, bro? We're gonna go away to the Hill Dickinson Stadium, bro. After Everton just
we're
Do you
losing.
know
We're
how-
losing. We're not. I told you, I'm not watching the game. I'm like, whenever you're gonna talk to me about the game, I'm gonna be like, don't ask me questions. I don't know. I'll just know the result. I'm not watching the game. I'm not waking up at 1 o'clock on a Monday morning to watch that crap again. I ain't doing it. I've got to be up at 4:30 now with my new job. I ain't doing it.
You and I both know that we'll be up at 1 a.m. Monday morning, bro. No matter what we say, we come
Nope.
back like
Nope. I'll be fast asleep.
like an abusive relationship, mate. We always come crawling back no matter what time it is. But
No.
guys, like I said, we're going to get into Eddie Howe's comments, but we will catch up with a few of your comments in the chat before we do that. And then after Eddie Howe's press conference recap, we are going to have a look at this Everton game because that is looking scarier than a Paranormal Activity movie at the
I actually hope
moment,
we lose.
man.
I hope we
I'd
lose.
rather, yeah.
No, I hope
Anyway.
we lose so Eddie Howe gets sacked. That's it.
Shut
I want Eddie
up,
Howe to get
bro.
sacked.
Shut
I
up.
want him to
Such
get
a
sacked.
dumb
That's it.
statement, bro. You're not helping any matters with dumbass statements like that, Semi.
Why?
It's just so dumb, bro.
Changing the manager that might bring us a winning mentality back is a dumb
Bro,
statement.
Yeah,
And
saying
you're
you
the
want your club,
host of this show.
bro, saying you want your club to lose regardless of the situation is a dumb statement for me. It's just
Mate, you know
stupid.
what? I don't want to go to Everton, win, and then think, oh, you know what? We've just broken our way drought. All right, cool. And then we go home midweek to Tottenham and lose. And we're back at it. Because that's exactly what's going to happen.
Guys, I can understand we're all hurt, yeah. I can understand that we're in a bad position, yeah. But Sam, stuff like that is just so dumb, man. Like, you've got to admit that's dumb. You have to. You don't want... No. I don't care, bro, how bad it is. I don't never want to see my team lose a game, bro. I do not care. I do not care, bro.
You know what?
Like,
honestly, I'm used to us losing now. We're back at where we were 4 years ago. Inconsistent.
Relax. It's not bad.
No, I'm sick of it.
Anyway, let's do these comments.
I'm sick of. You know what? I'm sick of this weak mentality formations that he puts on. I'm sick of it. I can't do it. I can't deal with it anymore.
I fully agree with this. I more than agree with you, bro. That formation for me is the dumbest thing I've seen.
I think Eddie Howe needs to leave Newcastle or get sacked, and then go on a 5-year learning curve with maybe Pep, and then come back. Because, mate, what you're doing right now, Simone helped you a bit, but the bloke doesn't win much. So I think that's the mentality you got from him.
Alrighty, well, Semi is obviously hurting, guys. He's in a bad spot.
No, I'm not hurting. You know what? I am thinking as clear as day, mate.
If that's thinking as clear as day, then we have big concerns for Semi.
Honestly, today's weather was absolutely crazy, yeah? It'd be sunny, then a thunderstorm, and then it'd go sunny again, and then it was another thunderstorm.
Newcastle is following us, bro. It's following us to Australia. Even the weather's inconsistent, guys.
Bro, I swear, by the time I put my shorts on to bloody swim, it was storming again. And I was like, the hell's going on here?
Oh, there's no consistency in me and Semi's life, that is for sure. But guys, we're gonna go over Eddie Howe's comments from the presser. We're gonna have a look at this absolutely scary Everton game. But before we do, let's do these comments, guys. Let's catch up with what you guys have to say.
How is it a scary game? How? See, like,
do you shut up for more than 1 second, Sam? I've done this 6 times in the last 10 minutes. Yeah, I've said, okay, guys, we're gonna go over Eddie Howe's press conference comments. Okay, guys, we're gonna look over the Everton game. But let's get into the comments. And then Sam, as soon as I read the first comment, you know what's crazy, bro? Like, stop, bro. Give me 2 seconds.
It's because you said it before you said, let's get into the comments. You're like, oh, a scary game against Everton.
He's done it again.
We're scared against Everton. Like, we are supposed to be scared against Everton. Like, I'm laughing because it sounds so stupid that we are scared of Everton.
Well, you're telling me you're not scared of Everton?
No, we shouldn't be scared of Everton.
I know we shouldn't be. I know we shouldn't be scared in the ideal world. Last year we shouldn't be scared of Everton.
I already told you.
But you're telling me right now
we should not be losing to Everton. But seeing how we will lose to him, and you know, like I said, quite frankly, I would do. Just I want Eddie Howe sacked now.
This guy's knackered, man. This result's giving him a brain injury.
Mate,
bro.
I've been up since 4:30. It's 9 o'clock, and I haven't had a nap. Mate, I am more than knackered. I'll tell you that.
All right, so Sam, have a 5-minute break, get some oxygen into your lungs, man, before you bloody burst an artery, and let me get into the lovely, lovely people's comments.
All right, I'm not going to talk for 5 minutes, guys.
So we've got another debut on the breakfast show, guys. We've had lots of new people tonight. Unfortunately, it's been for a shocking game, but Epic NUFC YouTube says Eddie needs sacked. He has hit his level and it has been found out.
They're clearly very epic.
Marco T says, I agree. Burn has been just as bad, so it's a toss of a coin. I think that's between him and Botman, I think he's talking about. And then Harple says, gonna need the keys to the city back, please. Already.
Hey, he's not a sir yet. He hasn't been knighted. We'll just call him Edward.
I think Harple, mate, you get the first crowd applause of the night for your comment, Harple. Very, very good comment, man. How are you going to sack a bloke who's just been inducted into the Hall of Fame, Sam?
Mate, he's about to get inducted into the Hall of Shame.
Bro, can you imagine getting inducted into a Hall of Fame and then 3 weeks later you get the sack? This is crazy, Semi, bro.
Yeah, like, we did the same thing with Bruce. We gave him his 1,000th career managerial match, and we sacked him, I think, the week after.
Yeah, but bro, getting the bloody inducted into a Hall of Fame of a football club and then getting the sack. That's crazier than Ange winning the Europa League and getting the sack. That is like just as crazy. But guys, I
think that's crazier.
Yeah, it's looking like a real possibility. That is for sure.
Yeah, let's get a team a European trophy that they haven't won before, and put them back in the Champions League from 17th spot. But we are going to sack you for having 15 injuries.
Yeah, Tommy the Frank engine.
And we're the idiots.
Tommy the Frank engine's not looking too good either, mate, to be honest. But
yeah. No, I just think it's a Tottenham thing.
I don't even want to talk about Newcastle at the moment, let alone Tottenham, so let's not get into Tottenham. But Gavin says, how can anyone get any rhythm when we change the players and the way we play every game?
No, we don't mind the changes. We've already said that. We don't mind the changes. Just whenever you're going to rotate people into the actual positions. Because whenever you're going to play players out of position, and not just one of them, 5 of them, you're not winning a game. It's that simple. Because we've witnessed it multiple times this season. But hey, you know what? Eddie Howe's a genius. He knows what he's doing. Don't worry about it.
100%, guys. Like, I could not. I think rotation is absolutely a necessity when you've got a schedule like ours. But yeah, if we're going to rotate, let's play and rotate players into positions that we have. We already covered this, yeah. But I understand that Big Nick Waltamare needs rest. I can understand that. But unfortunately, due to the situation that we're in, he is our only recognised number 9. So you know what that means? That means he needs to play these big games. He has to. You know, we've got in midfield, we've got lots and lots of options. I don't care who you play in that midfield 3. You can rotate. It's absolutely fine. Put Willick as a 10, have Bruno Tonali behind him, bring Ramsey in, bring Miley in. I do not care less, but play them in their positions. Yeah. With the fullbacks, for me, it's the same situation as a striker. Unfortunately, we've seen this entire season when we have Burn at left back, when we have someone else at right back besides Tino and Hall, we look like a different side. We look like a dreadful side. You know what's the craziest thing is, Semi? We had the biggest piece of evidence of this on the weekend against Manchester City. Arguably our best performance against one of the strongest sides that we've come up against this season, and we played unreal. But let's go and do the complete opposite the next game. Let's change the entire system, yeah? Let's rotate, but let's rotate players who have no idea the position that they're meant to be playing. Let's chuck Miley in at fullback, yeah? Let's play Willick as a right winger. That's a fantastic idea. Let's put Tino as a left back. That's another fantastic idea. What are we doing, man? Eddie Howe, why have a coaching team if no one's going to help you? And if your coaching team's giving you these absolutely dreadful ideas, then sack a man, get someone else, because your job is on the line now. At the end of the day, your job is on the line. It's just not good enough anymore, yeah? It is not good enough. And I keep going on these tangents, but like it's unacceptable, man, at this point. It is unacceptable. And I love Eddie Howe. What he's done for this club, I will forever be grateful, yeah? Revolutionize this football club. And I still back him to turn things around, but for me, this is the absolute last chance. I know I said it against West Ham, but this has, like, when I say this has to be, it is the last and only, this has to be the catalyst, yeah? If you do not learn from this game, then unfortunately for me, you are never going to learn, yeah? Sooner or later, Wynn's not even going to defend this anymore. The mighty Wynn, I don't see him even being able to defend this anymore, man, because it's unacceptable, man.
What are you talking about? The mighty Wynn would be happy with a cup and a 10th place finish. What are you talking about? No, he's acceptable. He's happy with this.
That's what I mean, though. But, like, if you keep doing stuff like this this for me is the last chance, yeah? You've seen West Ham, you've seen Leeds, you've had the Leeds game, we saw a 5 at the back. How bad did we play? Let's try it again, yeah? So for me, if you don't learn after this game, then there's clearly going to be no learning in the future. It's done, yeah? You're not learning anymore, yeah? It's time to give up on the learning scope. Go do something else, man, because you're just not expanding on anything. You're not going to grow us anymore. And like I said, I love Eddie Howe, you know? We're 3 games away from our 3rd final in like 4 years. Like, I love this bloke, what he has done for this club, man. But unfortunately, even I'm starting to see that you can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results, yeah? Because it doesn't happen. It just does not happen. So,
Corey, can you give yourself a round of applause?
Yeah, I need a round of applause for that, guys. Everyone.
All right, Corey. We've been on the show for an hour and a half, and it finally took you to just like release a bit of that anger and that pressure.
I still back him.
No. You know what? I was backing him. I was backing him whenever we after during the international break and from that Man City game. I was backing him. But once I saw today's performance, I cannot back him anymore. Reason why I cannot back him anymore is because, hey, you know what? We played our best football, but you know what? We don't want to show everyone what we can do. Let's change it up and go back to dreadful football. That's the team everyone wants to see. Well done, Eddie. You know exactly what you're doing.
There's only one really thing to say at the moment.
Prove that we're wangers.
That's all it is, guys. That is all it is. But like I said, for me, I don't know if it's naivety. I don't know if it's just blind loyalty, but I still can't bring myself to say Eddie Howe out. But guys, like I said, this is the absolute last chance, yeah? The guy's got 3 or 4 games.
No more last chances. No more last chances. We've been saying that for the last bloody 6 weeks. No more last chances. You've already had your chances. I mean, if you can't learn from those mistakes, like, that's what kills me. It's like you learned from your mistake, but then you went back to your mistake.
Sam, do you know what it is at the moment, bro?
No, you're just, I don't know. That doesn't make sense.
Bro, genuinely, Sam, at the moment, you know what it's like defending Eddie Howe? As much as I love Eddie Howe, defending Eddie Howe, bro, it's like you've got a kid, yeah, your kid at school. You love your kid. It's your life. It's your joy. Your kid is the world to you. But your kid goes to school every day. Sometimes. He's bloody destroying the classroom. He's punched 15 kids this month at school. He's blocked the toilet with fireworks. The guy's stolen 15 packets of crisps from the canteen. And you're getting called into school every day. You're talking to the assistant principal. I don't know. He's a good kid. I don't know why he keeps doing this. He's got to learn one day. He's a good kid. Then next week you're at work. The school calls you up. Your son's accidentally punched the teacher in the throat. She's in a bad way. You've got to come to the office. Then you go down to the office. You spend another 15 minutes defending your kid. This is how it feels, man.
Like, surely that's not my kid. Surely that's not my kid. It's somebody else's. It has to be.
You can keep the kid, bro, at that point. But, oh, guys, let's quickly pump through a few of your comments before we get into Eddie Howe's press. We still haven't even got into the press conference yet.
Don't worry about it, mate. I'm telling you, we can talk about more. Oh, don't. I'll just get into the press conference.
Let's go. So Epic NUFC YouTube says, sell Gordon in January, in my opinion. He isn't good enough. Get 70 to 80 million for him.
Mate, he won't even go for what we paid for him. That's how bad he's been. We'd be lucky to get 40 mil for him.
Honest, bro. Like, genuinely would be lucky after this season to get 40 to 50 mil. Like, that's... we already got away with the greatest hijack in football history, getting 120 for Isaac. If we can pull off 80 for Gordon... Then this club...
We're geniuses. We're absolute geniuses, honestly.
We're beyond that. Mercury Dime. Mercury, where have you been? Another person I haven't seen in a few weeks. Mercury, very good to see you again. Mercury said Pope had 4 pints at half time. I think 4
4
pints,
pints.
mate, and I think he had a few other things to go along with those 4 pipes.
And I think he's been doing it all season too.
Harple says, Semo, crack a tinny, mate. It's time. Semi boy, it's the only way to get over something like
All
that
right,
yesterday.
give me a minute.
Mate.
I'll be back.
All right. We've got one from Marco. It says, Corey, it was embarrassing when Pope started shouting at the old man, thinking shouting at him will make a difference. Even our team's just disjointed, Marco. Like, nothing is going right for us at the moment, mate. Absolutely nothing. Then we've got Adam saying, Dubravka is a better keeper than Pope. I'll die on that hill. Dubravka was part of a team that won 9 out of 9 games in a row and just bizarrely dropped just before the cup final. Adam, Dubravka was an incredible keeper, mate. And for me, Pope has been... We can't say Pope hasn't been an incredible keeper, yeah, because he has been an incredible...
I've had it in the esky with ice for the last 5 hours. Yeah, this is more chilled than a bloody schooner, mate.
But yeah, like Adam, Dubravka is an amazing keeper, and like I said, Pope has been an amazing keeper for us. Even if you look at the start of this season, Adam, Pope was doing incredible things. He was probably the only thing keeping us in some of the games earlier in this season, man. He saved us a few times. But we've seen, even earlier in the season when he was having that great form, we've seen how weak he was from crosses, yeah? We've seen how bad he is at passing with his feet. He can throw better than he passes, and I'll die on that hill as well.
He can run better than he passes too.
But you know what Pope doesn't do? But yeah, like at the start of the season, Pope wasn't doing these big errors like he's doing now, man. So, Adam, I fully agree with you, man. I fully agree with you. And then we've got Harple saying Koza and Samo, the Batman of Robert of YouTube. Well in, lads. Big up yourself, Harple, mate, as always.
Thanks, mate.
Then we've got Gavin Fuller saying, remember Man United back in the day when they could be 3 down and they would win the game in the last 10
that's
minutes.
Ferguson. We don't got a Ferguson. We've got Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe is more of a Martin O'Neill.
It's so harsh. Oh, Eddie, I can't even defend you, mate, at the moment. I can't even defend you, mate. I cannot. Then we've got NUFC YouTube saying, I hope we don't win a game till after the Sunderland game, so Eddie gets sacked. Oh, guys, I understand.
No. I think if we lose to Everton away, he is getting sacked.
I have to agree with you there, Semi Boy. Unfortunately, I do have to agree with you.
Mate, it's not even going to get to the Sunderland game. I reckon if we lose, let's say we lose our next 2 games, he's getting sacked. It is that simple.
Geordie Dan says, Panicky Pope screwed us. 200%, Geordie Dan. Another new person here on the channel. Welcome, Safir Ord. Howe hasn't got a clue. Hashtag Howe out. But guys, it looks like we don't have many on the Eddie Howe in train at the moment. I might be the only one aboard that train. It's every week, guys, it seems to be drifting further and further away. And who would have thought would be saying that after the Manchester City game? We have.
You know what? It is honestly a delight to be a Newcastle United fan. It really is. I mean, the highs and lows that they give you. I mean, no wonder why 25-year-olds look like 80-year-olds.
Yeah. Oh, I get you, mate. I get you. But let's quickly go through me all these comments before we finish the end of the show. Guys, we will be joined by Win and Chris in about 15 minutes time, guys. So stick around to hear what the 2 custodians of this channel have to say, but we'll keep pumping through these comments. Paul Wright, back on the show. Good to see you, Paul, mate. We've missed you on the breakfast show. Paul says, so fed up with this. Eddie will pick Pope Saturday again too and Burn. What does Pope have to do to be dropped? Mate, if Burn and Pope start that game on the weekend, then there needs to be a criminal investigation.
There's only one person that could do us a favour. We need Jonathan to punch him in the head or something.
a training bust up, mate. An absolute training bust up. We've got Harple saying, "Cos I nicked the soundboard, mate." I sure did. I haven't been able to play any of my happy stuff today, unfortunately, Harple, because it's been a bit of a miserable show, mate. So we've got Craig Rington.
There's nothing to be happy about. That's why.
Besides Semi's absolute meltdowns, there is absolutely nothing to be happy about. But Craig Rington says, "Morning, guys. Eddie's still being loyal to Nick Pope. I said this a few weeks ago on the breakfast show. I think that Nick Pope might have a little bit of blackmail on Eddie Howe. Maybe a few naughty photos or something, man, because he bloody loves that bloke with a passion. That is for sure." We've got...
I honestly don't know.
Yeah. We've got Iniesta Wijnaldum, one of the mods who does a lot of work in the background, guys. We are an hour and 45 minutes in, guys. If you've enjoyed the show this morning, please put a like on the video, guys. It goes a massive, massive way in helping out the channel. And I know I'm about half an hour behind in comments, guys. So if you want your latest comment read, just put a little $1 or $2 super chat in, and I will be sure to read that.
I honestly, but like if Pope starts again, I actually think Ramsdale must be a great orange peeler.
What? What did you say?
You know, it's very good. It'd be very good at cutting oranges, man. Get some vitamin. Get some vitamin D in you guys. Was it vitamin C? I don't even know.
What the hell was that? Sam is knackered. He's had his first beer in about 7 months, bro, and the bloke's gone off the rails.
That's actually my third for today.
Oh yeah, get a semi boy, mate. I'm proud.
Mate,
Adam says
the Great Northern.
Adam said Eddie said that things would change after the international break. We still sit back despite it not working. Very, very true, mate.
The only thing that's going to change by the next international break is Eddie Howe's job.
It's the only change we're going to be seeing soon, guys. Tony, welcome to the Brekkie Show, mate. Tony says, "We look toothless. Isaac has not been replaced, and Ramsey and Alenga are 100 million dead wood at the moment." Yeah, it is. It's not looking very, very good at the moment. That is for sure.
It's actually insane to even think about that we signed them for 100 mil.
No, it's some of the best footballing business in the world there, man. Absolutely criminal by our department.
You know what? You don't even have to blame it on a sporting director, Eddie, mate. You can just blame it on your own brother.
So, guys, let's get into a few of these comments by Eddie after that Marseille game because, guys, if you didn't think that the game was criminal enough, some of these comments by Eddie are even worse, to be honest. So, guys, these are a few of the things that Eddie had to say about the game when asked. Eddie said, I quote, "We played so well in the first half."
He's definitely watching a different game.
Genuinely, I don't know if they were streaming the Chelsea game and the Barcelona game, and Chelsea might have had a black and white kit on. I don't know what game Eddie Howe was getting.
He must have. It's because we were wearing our away jersey and Chelsea wear blue. Hey, so that's together, mate. That's the game he was watching.
Eddie Howe 3-0 up against Barcelona. Eddie Howe also went on to say that we had 20 shots. We had 20 shots and created a lot in this game compared to other games we had lost, like West Ham, where we did not create. Mind you, guys, 20 of those shots, I think 8 of them were on target. So you can have 20 shots in any game of football, but if you do not do anything with those shots, then what does it matter? Like I said, in that first half, we had countless times where it was one pass and we were one-on-one. So I can understand Eddie's frustration. We did make opportunities, but at the end of the day, we did not capitalize. And those 20 shots, it's not like we dominated that game. We had maybe 3 or 4 chances where, we probably should be doing some of them, but 20 shots, I know we had statistically 20 shots, but if you look at those 20 shots, man, they were not proper 20 shots. So that is a bit criminal. On Walter Marte, he said that Walter Marte has had a bit of a hectic workload as of late, and he needed to rest Walter Marte as we have big games coming up. You don't rest your only recognised striker at the club in the Champions League. That is just not good enough, to be honest, man. It is just not good enough. And then he also said, this was the best comment for me by Eddie. He said that we didn't sit deep in the game. I literally did not know.
Oh. What? What did he say? Is that what he said? No. Eddie, mate, honestly, you have to go. You know what? If you don't know if you don't even know what you're putting out there, you've got to go, mate.
Bro, it's absolute. This is what we're dealing with at the. So this is what our manager is saying, guys. He said that we had a very, very good first half. We said we had 20 shots, which we did, but he said that we had plenty of opportunities, which realistically we didn't. He said that we had to rest our only recognised number striker at this current time. And then to put the cherry on top with his comments, he said that we didn't sink deep like in the other games. Look, guys, I can understand making bad decisions. I can understand, not setting up the correct way. But to come up with excuses like that for your performance, to not give us any reasoning behind some of the decisions, for me at least, man, it's pretty criminal, Sammy boy. It's pretty criminal.
I actually can't believe that's what he said, that we didn't sit back. Eddie, mate, once you watch the video, you're going to understand how bad that comment really was.
Yeah, look, he's not helping himself out though, Sammy boy. A bit of accountability would be nice, yeah? After watching that dreadful performance, just a little bit of accountability from yourself, yeah? Say, look, I tried something new, it didn't work. Just a bit of accountability, man. There was one French reporter, Sam, that said, why did you rest Walter Mate? And Eddie Howe looked at him like he wanted to absolutely take the guy's head off, man. It's a valid question. Why did you rest Walter Mate? Just no accountability, man. It does not help your cause, yeah, when you're not taking any accountability for that performance. It's criminal, man.
Why did I rest Walter Mate? You know what? I just think one of our most informed players will rest him. Is that Win?
No, it is Win. I don't know why I can hear it in the background.
Win.
Don't worry about that.
What are you doing, Win?
Guys,
Win, mate.
Just a quick reminder. In about 5 minutes' time, the American mag. Win did join for a brief second.
Hey, there's the mighty Win.
What's Win doing? He's absolutely knacking me live stream. He's taking Sam out. He's joined and left, but let's see if I can get.
No, I can see myself, but I can't.
No,
I can't hear Win.
There we go. Win, mate, can you hear us?
Went the dark side.
There he is. Now we can hear him.
Win, mate. I think I finally. I might have left the Happy Clapper Brigade, mate, after that one yesterday. It's getting harder.
I've got my armour on today.
Win, mate. You're a very, very brave man wearing that shirt after yesterday, mate. Absolutely brave.
One result doesn't change anything. Exactly the same as I said on Saturday. One result doesn't change anything.
Win, mate. You've got to, as the president of the Happy Clapper Brigade, Eddie Howe's personal assistant and PR manager, mate, I do have to ask you, Win, what did you make of the back five yesterday, mate, when you initially saw the lineup going into the game?
Win, you better come up with a good comment.
When I saw the team, I wasn't happy.
Team.
I said so at the time, because I would have played, as I think you said, the last time you guys were on, you would play your full strength team.
100%.
And I would have done as well. Because for me, despite what people would have us believe, the Champions League is a cup competition and is winnable. The Premier League's not winnable. Why do you strive for points in the Premier League? So that you can get in the Champions League. We're in the Champions League. Give it your best shot, is what I'm saying. And then you never know what happens, because you suddenly start building confidence and momentum, which is now being knocked out of our sails completely. And now it's doom and gloom heading into Everton instead of being sitting in fourth place in the Champions League. And you've lost everything, which is why I said I've been arguing all week with everybody just about that yesterday's game was the more important of the two. But what is the mighty win, though?
Well, you're completely right, especially after coming off the Manchester City game. Like every one of us had said on this channel, that was meant to be the catalyst. Not a single person on this channel predicted a win in that Manchester City game. I think besides the very, very odd few. Yeah, you included, Win, you included in that.
No, I predicted 2-1 to the Toon.
Exactly right,
Did you?
mate. So you were included in that prediction. But Win, like I think everyone on the channel said that was going to be the catalyst for our season. I think that is going to be such a big momentum change. But
everybody made it a must-win game, and that's what it was, and we did.
100%. And then after going after that, to keep momentum, your next game is always going to be the biggest game. I don't care what anyone says. The next game in football is always the biggest game of football, especially in the Champions League, when we knew that one loss was going to derail everything. All that good work that we've done against Manchester City, it's chucked out the window, man. You might as well put a parachute on it, yeah? Make it fly, because it's gone out of the window. All of that is just dissolved now. So my biggest thing is, though, Win, at the moment, I love Eddie Howe. I said at the start of this show, what he has done for this club is extraordinary. We've had talks of Zidane coming into the club and everything like that. I don't think many managers in world football would be able to do what Eddie Howe done when he first came into this club. He can't be disrespected for what he's done. We're 3 games away from our 3rd final in 4 years. But for me, Win, it's just the decision-making at the... Like, you have your strongest performance of the season with a 4-3-3, your normal system, yeah, against Manchester City. Then you change it to a back... We've seen every time we've played a back 5 this season, it hasn't worked out. And he's not learning from that win. So that's where I'm starting to get a bit...
Yeah, well, I am exactly the same. I've criticised his in-game management, his substitutions, his team selections on a regular basis. My line in the sand is what it's always been, what it was last season. If by Christmas we aren't in with a shout at Champions League, he's got to go. And I've been consistent on that.
Why give it that long whenever maybe potentially we will not have a chance to get there anymore?
Because for me, he's got exactly because of what Sam's just said, and because of what Corey's just said, he's got that credit in the bank for me.
All right, he's got the credit in the bank, but the credit in the bank is about to stop everything for us.
And he can't. He can't. Listen, let's assume that we sack Eddie Howe, right? And let's assume you're a different club who's in our position, who pull the trigger on their manager. Out of all the managers who are available, which one are you going to go and get?
Pep.
Not available. Prove that we're wangers.
Bloody Pep Guardiola. But Semi, it's a valid question. Who would you bring in?
Well, I tell you who you'd go and get. You'd go and get Eddie Howe, because you'd say, my God, look at what he did at Newcastle. Champions League twice. 2 cup finals. Won their first cup in 70 years. He's some coach. Him. Go and get him. And that's how crazy it is, because we will be in that position. And who are we going to go and get? If Eddie had done this for some other club, you'd say, my God, this kid knows what he's doing.
I fully agree with you, Win. I couldn't agree more. That's the other thing at the moment, guys. It's all well and good if we get rid of Eddie Howe, but like Win said, what manager on the market do we bring in to fix this? Because there's not many on the market,
there is one manager who's available, and that's a certain Mr. Klopp. And I'll be perfectly honest, even if Eddie wasn't going through this bad spell, if he was available, I would go and get him.
I would take Klopp. He's a manager I would get if he's available. And
Yeah.
but I think really what's going to happen is because there's so many international managers that are good that are out there, like Ancelotti, and then you've got Nagelsmann for Germany. I mean, they're two I would definitely go for. But the World Cup coming up, neither of them are going to sign for a club. So we're going to have to wait until after the World Cup. That's the other issue. So look, most likely Eddie Howe isn't going to get sacked. He's going to stay there for the rest of the season. And the mighty Chris is in. What?
Oh yeah.
The mighty Chris is in, and he's got a bloody fancy shirt on today, mate.
Well, I gotta go to work after this, man. I gotta work after this, you know.
He's ready to represent Eddie Howe after he gets sacked.
I'm a businessman during the day, man. But anyways, lovely show though, lads. 2 hours of full of passion. I appreciate that. It was great stuff from you as usual.
Great fun.
And yeah, we shall continue the conversation. Me and Win.
Beautiful,
clashing
guys.
heads as usual.
All right, guys, just a quick one from me and Semi. We appreciate you joining us on The Breakfast Show, guys. Make sure you stick around for the two legends of this channel. And always, guys, we'll be back tomorrow morning nice and early, guys. We appreciate you sticking around for the 2 hours. It has been a great show. Anything from you, Semi boy?
Right. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.
I'll catch you
Have a
later.
great
Make sure
day,
you
guys.
stick around for these two.
See you guys.
Laters, guys. Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Cheers. Undisputed starts now, ladies and gents.
NUFC Undisputed with Chris the American Man and Derek the Mighty Win on UFC Talk Radio, the voice of the Toon Army.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning out there. It is 10:30 in the morning in the UK, ladies and gents. Welcome one and all. Welcome one and all. I hear myself. Oh, that might be it. Okay, there we go. We got a few updates, of course. We got a few things to talk about. We got stuff to react to. And we're going to open up the call line, ladies and gents, so you can phone in and have your say. You can start doing that right now. Phone in 0191-916-8864. Have your say. The phone line is open, and we will listen to your opinions, of course. So there you go. What is the weather?
And now, your weather report.
Your weather report, Mighty Win. It's not that cold in the Toon right now. It's 7 degrees, man.
It's sort of a brisk, sunny day, you might say. The sun's trying hard.
Light rain and a gentle breeze, according to the weather out there, which, you know, I can appreciate. Of course, I can appreciate. It's not bad, not bad at all. We already got our first call in, ladies and gents. Let's go. Let's get gunning. Good morning. How you doing, mate?
Hi, Chris.
How's it going, brother? What's your name?
Choppy.
Choppy in the
Hello,
building, all the way from Whitehaven, man. Choppy, what do you make of last night's game? Right to it, mate. Not waste any time. What do you make of it? Did you make of it?
Game of two halves. God knows what Pope was doing, that equalising goal.
Oh, you're trying to figure that out right now. Man.
Give me nightmares. I love
Not good.
Absolute.
Yeah, man.
Honestly, it was a 56-year-old that done that to Newcastle last night. A 56-year-old centre forward. Oh dear.
Yeah, you're not getting any younger, but he still hasn't lost his sniff for goal.
Well, especially if you make it easy for him. Which, to be fair,
I thought he'd put it wide.
Which, to be fair, well, to be fair, that's why that shot had a lot of bent on it. To be fair, to be honest,
good God,
it was an open goal.
Still, that's going wide.
I mean, it was though, but he put a bend on it. But yeah. So how do we get out of this zone, man? We up and down. Play so bad and play so good. I mean, it just makes no sense. It's a lot of inconsistency in this team.
Yeah, really. Away form is absolutely dreadful. at home, it's pretty decent. Away, it's absolutely shocking. Have Newcastle won away this season? I don't know.
So I haven't won away since last year, sometime. So it's criminal, man. But I mean, I guess that's the situation we're in. So I guess we gotta just, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what the solution is, to be honest. But we're gonna talk about that, of course, and trying to see what to come up with something. But at the end of the day, it's not looking too bright, man.
What was I saying? It's as if when a team scores away from home, like the wheels fall. Everyone's like deluded of ideas, like how to equalise. They're giving the ball away.
Or are they just deluded? Are they just going, yeah, we've done it, we've finally done it, and think the job's done? Could that have something to do with prove that we're wangers?
There's that factor as well.
That's right. All right then, Choppy. Last thoughts about. I mean, now we're gonna. I guess. What do you expect at Everton?
At Everton,
I expect nothing.
Look, I think he'll drop. He's going to have to drop Pope.
No doubt. Yeah.
Ramsdale's a decent keeper. What I've seen of him, anyways. So let's just see what Eddie does.
Yeah. Well, fair enough.
Where
right on then, Choppy.
Whereabouts were you on the Eddie situation before the match?
I'll give him. Well, we just have to play it by ear, really. We just have to wait and see. Give him to the end of the season.
Wait and see is not really a good idea, is it?
Well, that's what you want to do. So
no.
How long do you wait?
I don't know. It's not up to me. It's up to PIF if you want to keep him.
But if it were you, how long would you
Newcastle
wait?
out? Sorry, Wayne, I missed that.
I'm saying you're saying it's not up to you, it's up to PIF. But I'm saying if it was up to you, how long would you give him?
Oh yeah. Let's say we're finished in the league. Let's see how far we
give him to the end of the season.
Yeah, I'll give him to the end of the season.
Right, that's fine.
Yep.
Okay then.
Right on, Choppy. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. We'll see you at the next one. There we go. That was Choppy there. Thank you very much for calling, mate. Give us your call. Give us your say, ladies and gents. We're going to be live for a long time now. Phone in 0191 916 8864. It's on the NUFC Undisputed Live with Chris the American Mag, the mighty win as well. You want to give them to you want to wait and see too. So I mean, what's the? You keep on talking about credit in the bank.
I don't want to wait to the end of the season though. But there's an undisputed coming up on that.
Credit in the bank. Credit in the bank is what does that mean? Nothing. I mean, it means nothing for Newcastle United.
Well, it obviously means nothing to you. It means a lot to me.
No, well, but it means nothing to anybody. It means nothing to Newcastle United. Newcastle United can't go at the end of the season, finishing 10th, and says, look, but Eddie Howe had credit in the bank. Can we get a European spot for this? They're going to look at you crazy. So, I mean, what are you on about? We got a season. Newcastle United has expectations and standards every year, whether it's fan standards, club standards, financial standards that have to be met every year. And playing like this is simply not enough whatsoever. And something's got to give. Somebody's got to learn. Somebody's got to learn quickly, make decisions quickly, or somebody's got to lose their job. It's plain and simple. Severe delays, traffic report, though. We got to give you some of that, don't we? In the Toon, A1J69 and A184 eastbound and A189 red. How do you call it? How do you say that? Red Huff? Red Hell? Whatever.
Red U Bridge.
Red U Bridge. There you go. At Gateshead is knackered. Severe delays due to an early collision. So there you go. Just let you know. Oh, the A184 eastbound has been traffic has now been recovered. So never mind on that. So you're good to go as far as that's concerned.
That's the road to Blunderland.
We will keep you updated, of course, on the latest things as far as, if you're listening, if you're watching, if you're gunning to the Toon or somewhere around the areas, we'll keep you updated, of course. So there you go. I mean, one of the biggest topics of discussion is Nick Pope and how he performed and what should happen to him. Eddie Howe has been quoted saying that there's nothing the matter with Pope, and he's made saves, and therefore he's more than likely going to continue to be the goalkeeper for Newcastle United. And the problem is that he's not getting it.
I think he could quite easily have pulled Pope off yesterday after that blunder. But that was never going to happen, was it?
No, but that I mean, to be fair to Eddie, not many managers do that though. I mean, you do it after the game, but so it's not. I wouldn't expect him to do that. I mean, that's unless he's absolutely,
Well, I'll be staggered if Ramsdale's not starting on Saturday.
Well, you kept saying that. You said that. Yes, you said that against Man City. You said all that, man. You keep talking about staggered, man, but you always find something to say. Now you came up with credit in the bank, and you continue to say that. So you're not much of an independent thinker, man. You're not. You keep on going about this.
You're not. You're just following the crowd, man. You're following the crowd.
I'm not. I'm not.
I'm independent.
Not at all.
How many
none at all.
say no and don't give a shit?
Quiet. Listen, you're not an independent thinker. You say the same thing all the time, and that is the issue. That is the issue, man. You try to criticize. Your mind tries to take over, and then you all of a sudden go back to the usual ways.
No, it is the usual. Yeah, right. It is the usual way. That's what I've thought all along. And I said the same thing last season, if you remember. And what happened? We're finishing the Champions League and we'll win our first trophy. Whereas if the Bedwetters had their way, Eddie would have been gone before all of that.
We don't
Somebody else would have come over, taken over his team, and did what he did.
Well, you could talk to the Bedwetters about that. But you're talking to me now. So therefore, again, before Man City,
what's your line in the sand?
I'm telling you, the Mackems is my line in the sand. I told you already.
Right.
I told you.
So I can put the same argument to you. Why wait until then?
Because that's reasonable enough. Because the Everton is what we need in the Premier League. That might give them time, but then you gotta, if we lose badly away against the Mackems, and I'm sure it would have to be because of what we did yesterday. Making changes that make no sense. The players don't seem to be motivated. The players don't seem to be involved. The players don't seem to care. And that has to be due to one reason. They don't believe him anymore. They're not bothered with him anymore. So that's, to me, I'm going to see what happens then. And I believe if that happens again, because this happens every other game, then they're not bothered with him. And unfortunately, you can't get rid of all players.
What happens if we lose against Everton, lose against Spurs on Tuesday? I don't know, get a draw against Burnley or whatever. This is all before the Mackems game. Does your line in the sand draw closer?
Of course. I want to give Eddie, because of what the nonsense you're talking about. But the thing is, you keep on saying...
because of the nonsense I'm talking about, you want to give him the same leeway.
No, but you don't.
It's not nonsense, is it? It's critical thinking.
No. But the thing is, when you speak, you go against the people that criticize and do the very much the critical thinkers. You criticize them. You go at them instead of going at the person in charge. That's the problem. You keep going around, beating around the bush instead of just saying what it is. That's the difference between you and I. And on top of that, you keep talking about. Listen,
what have you said about Eddie that I haven't said?
And everything. On top of that, you talking about Ramsdale. If Ramsdale doesn't come in, I'll be staggered. You keep saying that. But what happened against Man City? What changed? Because we won a game? That was because of Ramsdale or Pope? It makes no sense. You still should have changed the goalkeeper, but you didn't come on here.
I agree.
You know what it
I
takes?
agree.
A critical. No. But you didn't come in here and say that. You didn't say that.
Because
You didn't say
it's
it because
personal opinion.
no, it isn't. No, it isn't. Was it personal opinion yesterday? Well, it's pretty evident which one should start. These Pope mistakes didn't just happen yesterday, man. That's the problem.
No, but
They didn't just start happening yesterday.
Hang on. The Pope saves did happen yesterday. Yes,
What
yes,
save?
he was at fault.
What
Well,
save,
there
man? What? No. This is a nonsensical win. You keep talking about a goalkeeper saving. That's what he's supposed to do. Especially if the shot is coming this way, just extend your arms and you save it. His job is not to allow goals. So stop using that as an argument. You talking as if Ramsdale wouldn't have saved those. It makes no sense, man.
I'm not so sure Ramsdale would have saved the first one.
Come on, man. Get out of here, man. You're on cuckoo land. You're on cloud cuckoo, man. It makes
Pope.
It's a regular save.
Pope is one of the best shot stoppers that there is.
Man, that by the way has been overhyped and overrated him to levels never seen
so
before.
You say,
I mean,
so
Gianluigi. Why does so if he's
one of the best shot stoppers?
Then why doesn't he make it to the England squad? Why does he have to go on the press conference and beg?
It to the England squad.
Really, he made it once, man, this year because he was begging Tuchel on the press conference for the Benfica.
Hang on, you can't say he can't even make it to the England squad when he makes it to the England squad. That's a wrong statement to make.
No, it isn't. When you only make it one time barely, and then you never make it again, you're not an England international by that. And if he were to be called in,
hang on, everybody can't play Pickford.
So he's not one of the best stoppers in the world then, because if he is one of the best stoppers in the world, if he is one of the best stoppers in the world and he is English, he should be starting for the World Cup in England. That's how easy it is.
Because Pickford's
if he's one of the best stoppers. Well? Man, you're losing your mind. He is clearly not one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Pope is not, because outside of Newcastle, you and your little island, nobody else knows Pope in the world of football. None of the top teams want Pope in. None of them. That's the issue. And if you want to take away his feet and just keep his arms, that's not good enough. That's not good enough to be an elite goalkeeper. It isn't. So wake up and smell the coffee already, man. It's not good enough. So stop trying to argue that he needs to play because, you know what, he saved shots. I mean, it was a simple shot yesterday.
Hang on. It wasn't a simple shot.
You're arguing with me over that.
It wasn't a simple shot at all. The one he saved just inside the post, it was a fantastic save.
Come on, man. He just laid over to that side, man, and stopped it, man.
No, he didn't lay over. He dived over. And he dived over damn quickly as well. It was a great shot. It was a great shot, and it was a great save.
Well, let me tell you, as great a shot as it was, it's not enough to keep him on the spot. Not enough. It's not enough. So what do you think? Because I don't know what you think. You keep saying that he wants out, but then he should be in because he stopped shots. So what is it? Which one is it?
I think that it's possible, and we'll not say till he gets a run. And that's the other thing. I think it's possible that Ramsdale's strengths away from shot stopping can outweigh Pope's superior shot stopping.
So you're saying what do you say again? You're doing a lot of soup salad here, man. What are you saying? Say what you need to say, man. Stop being scared.
Very simple. It's in English. Listen. I think that Pope's shot stopping superiority over Ramsdale does not necessarily compensate for his weakness in other departments with his feet, especially spatial awareness, etc., etc., etc. So you're trading one for the other. Now, which one has the most advantage overall when you combine the two is up for debate. I know where I stand on it. I would have Ramsdale.
And basically, Ramsdale is rubbish at shot stopping. Therefore, you know, he's going to play though because he's good at his feet, but he's rubbish at shot stopping.
No.
Makes no sense, man.
Ramsdale is not as good as Pope at shot stopping, but he's far better in a lot of other respects. It's as simple as that.
That's the biggest myth ever invented. Biggest myth ever invented by some Newcastle fans that Pope is this Gianluigi Buffon shot stopper combined with Oliver Kahn. Never seen that nonsense. Never seen that. He's a good shot stopper, and that's that. To be maintained, to have even a doubt whether he should be playing, or Dubravka, who should have been playing instead of him before he got backstabbed by Eddie Howe last season, like to levels never seen before. It's incredible. Things you didn't call out, by the way, when he should have. Call in and have your say, ladies and gents. 0191-916-8864. We had a few missed calls here and there, so call us right now and have your say. Jump in a debate, and we want to know your opinion. So react to whatever happened yesterday. It's getting heated, and you know, talk some sense, man. Come on, man. Come in and get this guy to talk some sense. I mean, it's unbelievable, this man. Yeah, it's he always tries to be in the middle, you know, always tries to leave a toe on the door so it stays open, so he can jump in and out. Get hot, man. Say what you need to say. Pope needs to come out of this team because he's proven that he's rubbish, that he's costing the team points. That's what he has done all season. He's costing Newcastle United points.
He's also saved the team's point.
Because that's what his job is there to do. That's his job. His job is not to allow points. Well, there you go. So stop bringing it up as a point to keep him on the pitch. Stop doing that. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. You cannot say that, oh, the mistakes are just part of it. We just gotta live with it. No, it doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. And what's worrying is that the manager says he's backing him. And he continues to say on many reports that goalkeepers make mistakes here and there, but blah, blah. Are you kidding me? Man? That makes absolutely no sense. And listen, Eddie Howe has this loyalty thing that goes beyond anybody's belief. That's going to end up costing him his job if he doesn't start thinking about himself. And Eddie Howe, start thinking about yourself.
Here's the thing. I think he knows that. And that may just be the catalyst for him making the change on Saturday.
Okay, yeah, we'll see. Let's listen to...
you might have a bit of loyalty, but am I loyal enough to trust you with me job?
Yeah, well, it's taken him long enough. Let's listen to Bruno Guimaraes and what he has to say about the defeat.
Strong start to the game, but was the way you started the second half the reason you've not got the points tonight?
Yeah, we did absolutely the opposite. First half we start very, very well. The way we spoke in the change room, start quick, keep the ball aggressive. On the front foot, pressing the ball, and the second half, I don't know what happened. We sleep in the game and conceding 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, cost us the whole game. I think we were great. It was not the same performance like Brentford, West Ham. I think we should score the second goal. Even the first half, we have the opportunities, and we know the Champions League. You cannot give those mistakes that happened today. We are very disappointed, very sad for the performance tonight. So it's tough one to accept.
You know about this ground and the atmosphere here as well from your time playing in this league. I guess the last thing you want to do is give their fans a lift so early in the second half.
Yeah, exactly what we said in the changing room. We'll just games like that, we have to be good in the first 10-15 minutes because we know the pressure is going to be high. And if we can hold the pressure, the game is going to be open like it was in the first half. We have many opportunities to counter. So we failed. We failed today. We lost a big opportunity. The reason I'm very disappointed, but we have to stay positive. We're still in a great position in the Champions League. But yeah, definitely it's not the way we want to finish the night tonight.
Yeah, as you say, qualification still very achievable, but does it feel like a missed opportunity
tonight?
Yeah,
of course, missed opportunity, even more for what we did in the first half. So yeah, it's a big one to accept. I'm very hungry, disappointed, sad, everything together, a mix of feelings, because I knew today would be a great opportunity to get 3 points away from home.
You put so much into the game against Manchester City as well just 3 days ago. Did that tell a little bit tonight?
I think so. Yeah, Manchester City is always tough to play. It's the most difficult game in the league. We gave everything. We were fresh today. We cannot use it as an excuse. We have a squad. We have players that can help the team. We cannot, of course, the game was tough against City, but we cannot use this as an excuse. We just have to be solid, strong. We cannot concede the way we conceded today. So, yeah, we have it definitely to improve.
And to the fans, obviously they came in their numbers again, difficult one to come to tonight. What would be your message to them both about the Champions League, about tonight, and also ahead of Everton on the weekend?
It's a difficult ground to come. What can I say for the support? They have been amazing. They were loud. We listen to them. We have the opportunity to win for them. I just want to say stick together. There's a lot ahead. But once again, thank you very much for your support. And Saturday we have to go again. We have to go again in the Premier League. We want to improve in the Premier League as well. So we have to stick together anyway.
Bruno, they're saying we have to stick together. Interesting comment by Foxy in the chat says Pope has always had weaknesses to his game. Interesting now, Ramsdale spoken like he's a generational keeper. The reality is recruitment team had a stinker again. We needed a clear upgrade. Well, that's clear and evident. I personally have my conscience clear because I said it at the time, and I didn't flip-flop like Mighty Win when he found out the salary he was on, and he thought it was a huge mistake to do that. And then the next day, he said it, he tried to justify it. But at the end of the day, when your main goalkeeper right now, your starting goalkeeper, plays horribly and allows goals and we lose points because of him, then you have to make a change. And the next one that's up is Ramsdale. It's that simple. Actually, I like Dubravka over all three of them, but neither here nor there. But he's gone. We sold him like we stabbed him in the back, ran over him with the bus, backed up again, ran over him again, and then shipped him to Burnley. So that's kind of the way we handle that situation. But we only got Ramsdale there. But nobody's speaking as Ramsdale is as generational talent. But I think that people like Wynn and some of the fans speak of Pope as a generational talent, where he can barely make it to the England squad.
When have I ever spoken about Pope as a
you're talking about
talent?
you just say he's one of the best shot stoppers in the world. So I mean, that's if that doesn't mean generational talent, then what are you saying? So
I said he's one of the best shot stoppers out there.
Yeah,
didn't say in the world for starters.
So out there,
don't put words into my mouth that weren't there.
Where are we living in Mars? I guess we're living in Mars. Never mind then. Forget the world. So anyway, we'll see. But again, I don't know. You shouldn't act surprised if he doesn't change the goalkeeper. You didn't say nothing about Ramsdale not coming in against Man City. You were quiet. Didn't say anything.
Did well against Man City.
And you they're playing well, man. What are you on about, man? You can't be this flip flop. It's unbelievable, man.
Well, hang on.
Nothing against City.
Nothing
against City
changed. Had a great game, so he's got to start
because he literally won the game, and he has been every time he gets an opportunity to. Pope saves shots, what he's supposed to do, and then he allows other goals.
Well, Barnes
to make you lose points.
Goals.
No, he's not. He's a winger. He's supposed to help the attack and help the center forward score goals. And based on his talents, and based on his goals. Well, so are you saying that about Gordon?
Because you saying played at 10?
Are you saying that about Gordon?
Maradona's not supposed to score goals.
Diego, by the way, not Diogo, but Diego. Anyway, so are you saying that about Gordon? Because you say Gordon's job is just to run around like a headless chicken, and that's enough for him. So you see the inconsistencies. You see the inconsistencies. There's a lot of inconsistencies in your statements. But you did.
There's a lot of inconsistencies in the things that you say I said that I never said.
So you didn't praise Gordon for running around, and that's enough. And you said that helps the team. You didn't say that.
No, what did I say? I said wingers are judged on assists and goals. That's what I said.
But how come you don't judge Gordon on that?
Because
how come you justify him?
None of our wingers are doing it.
Yeah, but you justify keeping Gordon on instead of Barnes many times in the past simply because he runs around.
Yeah,
yes or
that's
no?
That's when Barnes isn't getting goals or assists either.
What?
Gordon's value to the team when he's not scoring and assisting is greater. It's like the Pope Ramsdale conversation.
What are you on about, man?
Yes, they're judged on assists and goals, but if they're not getting them, then you've got to look at other aspects of the game.
What's better contribution?
Saves. You've got to look at other aspects of the game. All the Barnes cult are waxing lyrical because he's got 3 in 2 games smashing. He's done that before, and then when he's had a run in the team, he hasn't performed.
And Gordon has.
When Barnes
and Gordon has. Who's performed more with the run of games, Gordon or Barnes?
Right. Here we go.
Who?
That's exactly what I'm saying. When Gordon isn't performing either in terms of goals and assists, you get more from Gordon as regards the rest of the team. Same as when Ramsdale isn't making saves, you'll get more from him. I would prefer Ramsdale to Pope.
You get more from Gordon doing what? We're in this situation playing Gordon nonstop. And where are we at now? Where are we at this season? Playing Gordon nonstop.
Playing Gordon non-stop has got us into the Champions League twice. It's won our first trophy.
He's been rubbish. Not due to Gordon. Not due to Gordon whatsoever. Because Gordon got sent off for the final, so he's irrelevant. He actually did the opposite. And Barnes had to come in and step in for the final.
What about remember that part? Apart from
remember that part. No. Remember that part. To win the trophy. Remember that part. Where Gordon got sent off and he didn't care about the team, he only cared about himself. Remember that part where Barnes had to step in and play for the final, and in a great way to help us win our first trophy in 60 and 70 plus years. You remember that part? And then now this season,
do you remember that part?
I do remember. That's what I'm telling you. Remember this season?
Do you remember that part? How good was
this
Barnes
season?
at Wembley?
Great. He's unbelievable. He's one of the best players on the pitch. Are you kidding me?
Shut up, man.
Oh, here we go. Well, there you go. I mean, it's you have a bias, which is insane, but the fact is you double down on it, and you can't look at the simple facts. The goals and assists. Barnes is first for Newcastle United, first with a very limited time playing, and he's first. How does that work? What does that contribution? Is Barnes' contribution and Gordon contribution? Which one has been more important for Newcastle United? Of course, you're going to say Gordon, but what's the reality? No, in last season, let's just put last season too. All of it combined.
All season.
Gordon.
Yeah, every time Barnes came in the team last season, he didn't perform.
Okay, man. Yeah, that's interesting. Let's listen to Eddie Howe and what he had to say yesterday, folks.
Yeah, overall assessment.
By the way, we're going to play. Call in right now. Have your say. Don't be scared, man. Win is just a numpty. He's not going to do nothing. He'll be quiet. When you come in and you debate him, he'll just be quiet. He won't say nothing. So don't worry, man. He ain't going to do nothing. Call us right now.
Having worked so hard to get ourselves in such a great position at half-time, we were really hoping to attack the second half and consolidate on that, and then just the goal, the timing of the goal, the manner of the goal puts us on the back foot and brings their crowd into play, and that was probably the spell that cost us the game.
Yeah, you'd stood up so well to the atmosphere in the first half. A lot to like about the first half, even if maybe you would have been better in possession ideally. Yeah,
I think we were good in the first half. I thought we were a counter threat with our pace. I thought we were good in a sense of our press, and we had created a lot of transition moments for ourselves. The last pass was missing to maybe go ahead further. Technically there was a few loose moments. Certainly a lot of stuff to reflect on, but I think overall that was a much improved away performance from us generally. Thought we played with more control. I think we can still play with even more control, but athletically a much better performance than Brentford. Thought the players gave a lot today, and I thought we looked good athletically, and our pace gave them a problem.
The timing of the 2 goals, as you say, that then I suppose you have to change quite a lot of tactical things, and it's obviously totally different game plan after that.
Well, yeah, we end up chasing the game in a really quick manner, and that's a difficult one mentally for the players. We then changed system. We decided to change system, and took us, I think, a little bit of time to get to grips with that. Once we did, I think we were fine, and we were really good towards the end of the game again, but nothing would drop for us.
One thing you do have as a player in real form, Harvey Barnes, is the challenge to the rest of the players to try and step up to those levels, certainly in terms of scoring goals.
Yeah, another great goal from Harvey today, and I thought he played well again. Really pleased for him. But yeah, of course, we need more teams around the team, more goals around the team. Sorry, we need to share that load, but I'll back us to do that.
A big role for Joe Willock tonight. How do you think he did overall?
Yeah, I thought Joe did really well. We brought him in for his pace and his athleticism and his running ability with the ball, and thought he had some really good moments. I think he's unlucky not to create a goal just on half-time for Anthony Gordon. So yeah, good to see Joe returning to the level of form that we know he's capable of.
It's a disappointing result, but overall in the wider picture of the Champions League, still in a strong position.
Yeah, we're still in there. I mean, we'll give our all in the competition. We're so disappointed today because we were in a good position and we're in a good position in this game, and unfortunately we didn't manage to follow that through, and having given so much to the game and taken a few psychological blows tonight, it's one of those again we're going to have to recover now for Saturday. But I think a positive feeling really overall after Manchester City and here that we're capable, we're in the games. I think we had 20 shots tonight, which for an away team shows what kind of threat we were, and that's a real positive.
And that Man City game that you mentioned, I suppose when you go to Everton, you've got to use that again and take the positives from both that and tonight into that game.
Yeah, and also we've used the squad today, and obviously the guys that came on the pitch at the end as well, so hopefully we've got a clean bill of health. I don't know 100% yet, but trying to build everyone up to match fitness, because there's still a couple that are obviously short and we're trying to protect.
All right, that was Eddie Howe there. So, I mean, you listen to him, it's nothing wrong with the team. Nothing wrong at all. So, just an unlucky performance. I'm assuming you agree with that, because you usually agree with everything he says. But I'll ask you what you really think about that, though. Phone in right now, folks. Howie, call in and have your say. We want to know. Mute button, man. Mute button. When you cough, mute button. All right. Phone in right now. Have your say. 0191 916 8864. Call in. Have your say about the game. So, what did you make of Eddie Howe's comments? Then, I mean,
Well, they weren't true.
So, what why does he lie to folks when it's clearly and evident that he's lying? Do you think? Don't you think that infuriates fans even more? I mean, why do that? Why not be just frank with people?
Because he's protecting the players.
Well, trust me, they don't need protection.
That's what he does.
But that's kind of dumb, don't you think? Because people see what the players have done.
You can say it dumb. The players might say it differently.
You really believe that Pope says, "Oh my God, Eddie Howe said I'm not at fault, so I'm good. I'm happy now." Back onto the next one. You really believe that? You really believe that? That's what
I don't think Eddie did say it wasn't at fault. He just didn't point the finger at him and put it in the spotlight.
Well, he's already on the spotlight.
Did it need putting in the spotlight? Was it not there for all to see?
No,
anyway?
but I'm not even talking about Pope. I'm not saying I wouldn't expect a manager to say, he's a numpty, so I'm going to get him off the next game. I'm not expecting that. But I'm going to expecting the managers to say speak how rubbish we were and take accountability. He's never done that.
What he said was that we managed the first half, which we did. We were 1-up, regardless of what everything else. We played it out. We were 1-0 up, and he says it all changed in the second half, when, due to unfortunate circumstances, we lost the lead. That got their crowd back up again immediately, and we struggled from there on. So we made changes, and it took a while for those changes to be implemented. And once they were, which again is perfectly true, we created chances. We had 20 shots on target.
Yeah, well, I'm not asking.
9 on target.
I'm not asking for
So the counter-attack football was working.
Okay. Working the first 5 minutes.
Willicky said, which Willick did have his moments, but when he didn't have those moments, he was poor. Did Eddie have to say that? No, he didn't.
I'm not. But again, you were.
Right. So what do you expect him to? Do you expect him to come out and say, "Well, we were pretty crap the day"?
Yeah, I do. I do expect him to not lie to me. I do expect them.
Crap the day and cost us the game. You expect?
No, I don't expect. I don't expect him now. It's clear. It's clear what I'm expecting.
That's the reality.
No, but I expect him to come out and don't give me this nonsense answer. We're like, yeah, we did this, but we did that, But I think it was great. We were better than Brentford. It doesn't take much, man. You just got to wake up and go to the pitch, and that's better than what we did against Brentford. It doesn't take much to do that. So I don't expect this politician's answer. I don't want him to throw the players under the bus, but I want him to be honest and be, vigorous in his answers and say, listen, we were crap today. And I'm sorry to the fans that had to travel here. We were absolutely
when I can't play my first team, one knackered.
No, what are you on about, man? Talk about what happened on the pitch, how bad we were. That's what I want a manager to say. I'm not Eddie Howe out, as Fluff is saying. Fluffmeister in the chat. I'm not Eddie Howe out, but I'm frustrated because this guy never learns, man. And yes, I'm getting there. You better believe that. I'm getting it, and that's why I'm waiting on Everton this weekend. And I'm most definitely waiting against the Mackhams, because that game is gonna you wait and see and wait this recording, have it around. You wait and see if we pull up a performance like this against the Mackhams. You better believe that you're gonna be alone in one little island, and the vast majority of Toon fans are gonna be revolting over that result. You better wait and record it.
And if
you better wait.
If we lose, I'm saying it could even be before that.
It could
because
be. But
if we lose at Everton and then lose at Spurs, lose at home to Spurs, and then don't get 3 points against Burnley, there'll be no way we can make Champions League. We will not be within touching distance of Champions League, so I'll be out before the Mackham game. The fact that it's the Mackhams makes no difference to me. I put my line in the sand
that's
18 months ago.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, because if we go to the Mackham game and we lose like this, that has to have those games before that had to have gone the same way, and so it just builds up and builds up and builds up. It's like plaque on your artery, man. It just builds up and builds up until at one point your artery just gets clogged up and you're knackered and you can't go any farther. And that's what's going to happen in my opinion.
Thank you very much, Gavin.
You want to read his comment, or you just want to find it?
I thought you just knocked it off.
Didn't. You got to read a comment, man.
If Byrne was 6 foot instead of 7 foot and Gordon wasn't fast, they wouldn't get in any Premier League team. And win, are these players in your best 11? Byrne definitely is in my best 11. Gordon isn't in my best 11 at the moment.
Kevin Keegan said one time, because Darren Lee, I think Darren said that, if I'm not mistaken, that I'm expecting for a miracle if I want Eddie Howe to say we're crap, which clearly, I think it was him anyway, but whoever it was. No, Chris Toon Nut says, Toon Nut, you expect a miracle if you think Eddie Howe is going to call our team crap. Kevin Keegan said it best. And actually, another Geordie that has nothing to do, well, maybe it has to do with football. A fan, definitely, told me in the streets of the Toon to not lie to fans. Don't lie to fans. And when it's clear and evident, Eddie Howe has been lying to fans nonstop. And again, I don't expect them to say
like what lies?
Let me speak. I don't expect them to throw any player or any individual under the bus, but I don't expect them to tell me how things were great in Honky Dory. I expect them to say we were dross tonight. We're going to do better next time. I don't care if that's a typical answer, but don't give me this politician answer. That's, that we did great, that we did good, that we just mistakes, things that happen. it is what it is. We're gonna get to none of that nonsense. We were absolutely rubbish.
We'll
His
take
energy.
one politician answer, but not another one.
I want the truth. I want the truth, and that was the truth. We were dross. So I don't want my manager to just give me this generic answer. I want him to match the energy of what happened on the pitch. I don't want him to lie to me, as Kevin Keegan said. Don't lie to the fans. Don't lie to Newcastle fans. That's what he said.
Yeah,
and another Geordie,
big bit of advice.
and another Geordie in the Toon told me, as long as you look at Geordies straight in the eye and tell them the truth, you won't have a problem. So that's what I want.
No, that was what.
That's
Kevin
not what you
told me.
want. You want. No, this was another fan, man. But this is another fan in the streets of Newcastle. That's it.
Probably recounting
So
what
I think
Kevin said to him on stage
no,
at
no,
the
actually,
Tate Theatre.
no. This was actually Steve Penman. Steve Penman from NUFC Matters. He told me that about Geordies, and so that's what I expect our managers to do. Don't lie, man. What are you beating around the bush for? It's a bad performance, bad season. We don't need this beating around the bush. Say how it is, man. Say it straightforward. That's what I want Eddie Howe to do. Show some type of energy, man. His energy is not matching what's happening right now on the pitch or in this season for Newcastle United at all.
It's a really bad season.
Yeah, it is a really bad season.
We're in the top 8 of the Champions League. We're in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup, which are the only other two competitions we're in. And we're in mid-table in the Premier League. 5 points off Champions League. And it's a really bad season. You can't even spell bad season, man.
It is bad. It is a bad season. It is a bad season. Let's go to the comments here. Gavin Fowler, question. Why keep saying we should play our best team and are Byrne or Gordon in your best team?
Yeah, well, that's what he just said in his super chat as well. And I'm saying,
okay.
I will always play my best team. And Byrne is in my best team, and Gordon at the minute isn't in my best team.
Because you're waiting for Harvey Barnes to not score a goal in a game, and then he'll say Gordon back in. I'm
waiting for Harvey Barnes to lose his place. If Harvey Barnes keeps on performing, he stays there.
Go. Basically, if Harvey Barnes doesn't score for one game, he'll call for Gordon to come back in and run around. He values that. Tom Spencer, not being able to win away from home isn't good enough. How are we going to progress? Ricky D, away from home in 2025, we have beaten Tottenham, Arsenal in the Cup, Southampton, Birmingham Cup, West Ham, Leicester, and USG away from home. Oh, USG would have been, but that's Champions League included though. So Premier League is, proven yesterday. I guess the away form is in the Champions League as well. But this is not new. This is not a new thing. We've already been going. This away form myth has been
this away form myth has been plaguing Newcastle since way before the Keegan days and through the Keegan days as well.
Yeah, it's a myth. It's a myth. We're just a bad team. And when we go home, when we go away, we don't have the fans. We don't have the atmosphere to hug us because we got immature with players with no personality. Some of them, most of them.
And
when we go away, and when we go there, we just get those 50-year players for 50 years ago not playing now, so they're irrelevant. So the players are now no personality whatsoever. They go out there, they get scared of the crowd to play away, have no personality. Pope out there, gets scared, nervous, comes out for no reason, and allows another goal to go in. So and Eddie Howe obviously ain't got a clue on how to make these players have some level of cojones to just own up and play, man. When we go home, we got the crowd, we got all that. But let me tell you something. When the crowd goes the other way and they start singing they ain't got a clue, those players will start losing. Your Pope will come out again, and he'll come off his line, and we'll allow goals at St. James's Park. I'm telling you, man, these players have no personality whatsoever. And this nonsense about backing the players, you're supposed to back this, you're supposed to do that. If the players want backing, they need to perform like they need backing, and that like they want backing, not perform like they have been doing. Because Eddie Howe didn't blame Pope, so that means that Pope now great, my manager's got my back, blah blah blah. Are you kidding me? 50,000
It's easy to
50,000
support
Jordans.
players when they're playing well. The time that it's hard to support players is when they're not playing well. That's what support is about.
Yeah, that's fine when they make a mistake here and there, but not when they make mistakes all season long. Then those need to come off the team. So again, you're trying to make an argument to keep Pope in, although in the same token you're saying Ramsdale should be in. So again, you're flip flopping like a pancake. You're flip flopping like a pancake, mate. You're flip flopping like a pancake.
Listen, I've said for weeks I want Ramsdale in.
Okay, so then that should be your opinion. Stop saying that Pope is one of the best shot stoppers and support this, support that.
I've never stopped saying it. Ramsdale, every team I've ever picked, I was saying if I was picking it, Ramsdale was in. So what are you talking about? What exactly are you talking about?
Because you keep saying that Pope is a great shot stopper, therefore that's why
he is a great shot stopper.
He must stay in. It makes no sense.
Both can be true at the same time. Pope is a great shot stopper, but I would rather have Ramsdale in the team. Which bit of that do you not understand?
He might be a decent shot stopper, but he ain't a good goalkeeper. If he can't do, if he ain't got the sense to not get out of his line like a fool and allow goals in, he's not a good goalkeeper. He's not. Simple. If he can't jump out and understand that I have my two defenders here, they're gonna jump and do the job for me. I'm just gonna stay back. If he doesn't realize, like he did against Arsenal, like he did the other game, I'm thinking later on in the season, if he doesn't understand that, he's not a good goalkeeper. He's not. Because shot stopping in 2025, unfortunately, for you and him, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. It isn't.
And I agree.
You got to be able to do other things.
So what's your argument?
I don't know. What's your argument? You're trying to argue. You're saying that Ramsdale should be in, but then you keep arguing about Pope. So it makes no sense. We should be in agreement there. Toon for Real says, we are still not in the level of a big seven for our fans to be entitled. Just because we got 2 cup finals, it doesn't entitle Newcastle fans and expect wins all the time. Delusional, says
Toon for Reals.
Toon for Reals. Darren Lee, not a fan of tiny arms to say he's better than Pope, says Darren Lee.
Well, he is.
Let me see. Sugar Ray Valentine says Newcastle should forget morals and sign Mason Greenwood. Oh, hey. I mean, he played good yesterday.
He did play good yesterday.
I think he did. In the second half, especially, he turned on. In the first half, he was quiet. I agree with that. But in the second half, I thought he did a decent job. Choppy, some of Pope's decision-making are baffling, but shot stopping he's good at, says Choppy. David Carmichael in there says, win is part of the problem. We need to replace players who are not good enough to take us to the next level. Pope would not get into any top side in the Premier League. I agree with that. No doubt about it. I mean, you're talking about shot stopping, one of the best out there. What top team is going to get Pope for their shot stopping? None.
Who have they got?
None.
Currently?
None. None would side them.
Donnarumma.
So,
Alisson. Edison. Martinez.
Well, keep going.
How many more top sides do you want?
What about Man United's goalkeeper?
I don't even know
put
who
6
that
there.
is, no.
Well, he put that 6, so he's doing all right. We got 6. What else we got?
I know who they paid £70 million for.
Spurs. That would be 7, right?
Take Pope in front of him every day.
I think you had Vicario, that's 7. So 7, at least 7 that he's not better at. So you're talking about he's one of the best goalkeepers out there, and he's not better than 7 goalkeepers ahead of him. Then we are knackered.
Can you go and get any of them?
If you believe, I don't know. Have you tried? Have we tried? I don't know.
The answer
Go out
is
there and
no.
try. I don't know. Go out there and try. Don't settle for less. That's the question here for Newcastle United. Don't settle for less.
You've got to settle for less because we can't afford to pay what they are all paying.
No, we don't have to do that. That's the problem. You keep on. You still got the battered wife syndrome, man. Get over that. Go to the psychologist and get over that, man. Smart Jeans. Pope is a great keeper, but latest scapegoat, says Smart Jeans. So basically, he didn't make any mistakes yesterday. Fans are just scapegoating him. People like Kenny will blame Pope when if Bruno wasn't awful in every away game, it wouldn't even be a question. Well, of course, Bruno is awful. Bruno is the most inconsistent, overhyped players for Newcastle United. I mean, he throws his arms up and Win falls in love. He can't think straight. We go the following game, he plays draws again, and it's just up and down, up and down, up and down. And I agree, but I also agree that he shouldn't be called out to be benched. He's one of the best goalkeepers we got. I mean, midfielders we got when he's playing good. So, but he is inconsistent, no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. Stephen Field, Ramsdale wouldn't be that stupid to come off his line like idiot Pope, says Stephen Field. Steely, what you on about Win? Gordon does nothing but cut in and sky his shots. Barnes is all over trying to provide and help out. You let me tell you something. You're speaking to a heathen, man. He won't be able to tell clear from what. I says, Win, you said Pope is one of the best keepers out there. Where's out there if it's not the world? Exactly.
I didn't say one of the best keepers either, by the way. I didn't say one of the best keepers. I said one of the best shot stoppers.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. So you see how we just trying to move the goalpost and trying to justify nonsense,
No, because I'm saying he isn't one of the and the reason he isn't one of the best keepers is because the rest of his game isn't up to scratch. So you've got to weigh up whether his shot stopping outweighs his deficiencies in other areas. And
that's the problem.
That it does.
That's the problem.
Believes that it does.
That's the problem. You shouldn't be outweighing nothing. As soon as you know shot stopping is decent and everything else is draws, then out the team. Out, not good enough. Go to the gym, work out. Go to the gym. Go back to go and hire David Beckham's dad. Put him to training. Shoot against the wall, left footed, right footed, left footed, right footed. Get to work. When you get to work and you figure out your talent, you come back and we'll put you back on the team. But no, you keep on. We gotta outweigh. We gotta think. We gotta measure. We gotta do the formula. Nonsense.
How many times are we going to go through this same nonsense? I wouldn't keep him in the team.
Then why are you arguing with it? Why are you arguing?
It's you that's arguing.
No, you keep arguing that he's one of the best shot stoppers. So there's a conundrum out there. What can we do?
I'm telling you why I believe Eddie prefers Pope. And Eddie prefers Pope because of his superior shot stopping. Do I believe that? No.
Yeah, so Eddie Howe is making a mistake, right?
Correct. As far as I'm concerned.
There you go. So next time,
who am I to tell Eddie Howe?
Why wouldn't you be able to? Who am I? What do you mean? Who am I? You're Derek. You're Derek effing Platten, man. That's who you are. What? Who is Eddie Howe?
And what have I done in football management?
And again, the vast majority of people think that Pope is not good enough to be a goal right now. If the vast majority say that, then it's more than likely true. If Eddie Howe doesn't see that, then he's in the wrong. It's just simple, man.
Again, how many times I think Eddie's making a mistake.
Okay, there you go then. So stop arguing with it. There you go. He's making a mistake, and you should also say that.
I've never started arguing it. It's you that's
you
making the argument.
No. You should have said that also after the Man City game when nothing changed with Pope. Nothing changed at all. Because you always want to play both sides and say, well, against Man City, Pope did great. Did great with what? What did he do great? A shot right to his body. The Haaland shot Haaland missed. What else? I mean, we didn't win because of Pope. All you had to do is somebody standing there.
Pope, by the way, so Pope also came out to good effect twice against Man City.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go.
He didn't come.
Yeah. So now we got to be happy with a goalkeeper not cucking it up. You see, you understand the levels that we're going to.
No.
Unbelievable.
How many times have I got to tell you?
Then stop arguing against it. Then stop arguing in favor of Pope. Then if you're not against it, Ramsdale should be playing. So correct. Smart Jeans says Almiron was more useful than Ramsey and Ilanga. Well, I don't know about Ramsey. Again, we keep scapegoating. You're talking about Smart Jeans. You're talking about scapegoating. We keep scapegoating the players that that don't ever play. Ramsey gets played barely any minutes, man. I agree with you with Elanga. Elanga, I agree with you. He's proven to be a flop game by game. But Ramsey, we don't know. You got to play him consistently. Kenny says, and we're about to get mugged in December with new training gear. There you go. Yeah, that's true though. Jordy, then Gordon is too emotional and believes his own hype. It's never been the same since he almost went to Liverpool. Need to sell him in January or the summer. Well, he certainly got his money now, so he's chilling, man. He's chilling. Tony T, he used to be a happy clapper. Tony T, give us a call, man. Anybody, call us right now. 0191-916-8864. Call us and have your say about the current situation with Newcastle United. Again, 0191-916-8864. Tony called once upon a time and it was a happy clapper. And yesterday was saying, I'm about 20 minutes away from turning on Eddie. But I'm sure he's turned all the way. When Barnes coming off the bench and scoring goals got us more points than Gordon did last season. And last season and this season. Last season and this season. He's last season and this season not playing barely any minutes. Barnes was crucial to Newcastle United's success. It's incredible, man. It's incredible. And for the longest time, until Isak woke up and got the most goals, Barnes was leading the scoring charts. Unbelievable. And still disrespected by some of the old heads in this fan base who see Gordon and see themselves in him. You know, and they need to get over him. Tom Spencer says, Gordon is shocking. Barnes is clear by far. Says Tom Spencer. Too nut. If he attacks our players, the press would have a field day, Chris. I'm not saying he needs to attack the players. He needs to own up to what happened on the pitch. Is the person in charge. He needs to say, not give this, vague answer of what happened. So there you go. Fluffmeister says, Chris, you clearly want Howe out. No, I don't. Who would you like to replace him and why? Why? First of all, why? I mean, you're talking about the new manager coming in and why I would get that new manager. Okay. Because I don't think there's any doubt why Eddie Howe would be sacked if we keep going this way. But again, I don't. We need to aim high when the next manager comes. That can either be Klopp, that can either be Zidane, that can either be Xabi Hernandez. Proper managers that have proven in the elite levels that manage elite players that can come on the team and players. Because at this point, people don't talk about this, but right now these players are proving game by game that they're not bothered. That they're not bothered with the situation. They're not bothered to play for him hardcore. Therefore, I think we might need somebody to come in and the players will pay attention to the person that comes in. Unfortunately, with Iriola, they're going to like, who's this guy? Is he the new ball boy? I mean, they're not going to be bothered with him. So thank you to the super chat here. We got a caller lined up here in the second. Trolls, thank you for the 50 Norwegian Corona. How out he has
North Korean Corona.
He says, how out he has used every credit he had tired of the same mistakes tactically and team selection, says Trolls Haven. Good morning, mate. How are you doing?
Hello, it's Marco.
Is who? Marco, Bunny lad. We are knackered. At the moment, man.
That last night was the most frustrating game I've ever watched from Newcastle United for years.
And how long have you been a Toon fan? How long have you been a Toon fan?
80s, since the late 80s.
Yeah, so here we go.
84 or something.
When?
Since I can remember.
So when? Here you go. He's a proper Toon fan, lives in Newcastle. What part of Newcastle are you from, you said?
West End.
Wagga.
Wagga. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. You're right next to Biker, with all the illegal activities. So, proper fan. So,
Yep.
Because Wynn says that only the local fans are Eddie Howe in blindly, that he is a king, Lord, and Savior type of thing. But what do you make of this whole situation, man?
You want to talk about last night from the start to quickly from the start?
Yeah.
The game. Marseille played in our hands for a start, the high line, and we should have been freaking 4-0 up. Easy. 4-0 up. The chances we had, and just simple passes. Just a simple pass through. Just couldn't do it. Gordon, very frustrating. Bruno was infuriating. All he had to do was an easy pass through, and Barnes is through. Just couldn't do it. Just unbelievable. We should have won that game. The first half, we should have been gone away. Just very frustrating.
Where did it go wrong for you, though? What was the catalyst to how? Well, I mean,
bad decisions.
It could be Pope,
bad
isn't it?
Just very bad decisions.
Do you think Pope needs to be sacked for the next game?
It's getting like that. If you watch his press conference last night.
No, I'm not talking about Eddie Howe, by the way. I'm talking about Eddie Howe. I'm talking about Pope. I was talking about Pope, getting sacked.
Oh, I'm getting started with him. That frigging clown. Friggin' I couldn't believe it. But I've been saying this for a long time about him. That's not the first time he's done that. Remember Liverpool when he friggin' the diving header that he friggin'
Arsenal as well. But but Marco, Wynn says he's one of the best shot stoppers in the world. What do we do?
This, right? Go. I put a comment there, right? Go through all the highlights, right? From say the last season and that. Nearly every shot straight at him. He makes the odd good save, like from his league, but most of the shots are straight at him. If a shot goes like either side of him, he just stands there like a dope. I just didn't see. I didn't know what people are looking at.
Yeah.
So that shot from Aubameyang last night was straight at him, was it?
The what?
The shot from
he had to do his lean.
that was going just inside the post. That was going straight at him, was it? That he dived for.
He should be making them saves.
Exactly.
He gets paid to speed. Jesus Christ, what are people watching? I like you win.
Listen. I think Ramsdale should be in goal, and I thought, as Chris was saying before, when Dubravka was there, he was even though everybody else was saying Dubravka was rubbish, I was the one championing Dubravka, saying he's class.
Oh, he's a bit. He was better than Pope when he had the chances.
Yeah, me too.
He's better on his feet. He's not too bad.
But the manager threw him under the bus, ran over him, backed up again, ran over him again, and then shipped him to Burnley. So nobody said that. Everybody was happy clapping. Nobody criticized because again, Eddie Howe is loyal to the ones he wants to be. He's not loyal to the whole squad. We know that.
Has Eddie got a fetish for men who are 6'2"? Because he's Burn, Pope. Honest to God, he's got something fishy about him. Because he just won't cheat.
Small man syndrome.
6'2". What's that?
Do you think he's got small man syndrome?
I think he's on the other side. He's waiting to that for it.
But what did you Marco? You were going on about the post match conference from Eddie Howe, and you say how knackered you were after that.
Oh God, I couldn't believe what he was saying. Someone said that Naburum, the lower block, he didn't even know that. It's like he hadn't been watching the game. He was surprised when one of the reporters mentioned the low, like when we went 1-0 up, and then we started doing the lower block. I'm full of flu, sorry.
I don't think, again, there was loads of comments when we were doing the watch along yesterday who were saying, why have we gone into a lower block? I don't think that was a conscious decision. I just think it was Marseille were playing better. And they were pushing
When
us
we've
back.
done this isn't a new thing. We've been like doing that last season, the season before. We used to do it. I can remember being on the show and everyone was complaining about it last season and the season before.
That's right.
It's not a new thing. When we go into a lead, especially away. But is Eddie training that into them?
Yeah. We're gonna. I don't know if you got your TV on or something, but we're gonna take a look at this save here because I'm with Marco here. He should have made that save. If he doesn't make that save, then he's literally just a post standing there. I mean, this is the Aubameyang shot. This is the Aubameyang. Any goalkeeper with half a brain should be able to stop those. Come on,
you know them blokes that do the air when the aeroplane comes into land. And they've landed in is it a signal man or something when they do all the arm movements and all that. That's what Pope was like with that second goal.
Marco, Kevin Keegan told us once upon a time that his best advice was not to lie to fans. Another Geordie, and Steve Penman from NUFC Matters told me, as long as you don't lie to Geordies, and look at them straight in the face, you're gonna have a friend forever, basically. Why does Eddie Howe try to cover the sun with one finger? Why is he trying to hide what everybody can see with their, just by opening their eyes? We play draws. Why can't he come out and just say, "Listen, man, we were tragic tonight, and we're going to do better next"?
I've got a funny feeling that Eddie's got two sides. I think the side we see on the telly is like the calm, but I think behind the scenes. I think he could be getting, he is a bit of an angry man with the lads and all that, and I think he's just backing them up, like on the interviews and all that. I think he's just backing the players up. But I hope he is, friggin' hell.
Yeah. But I mean, things are not looking too good, especially against Everton. It's looking knackered at the moment, but we're gonna have to turn them.
Dreading that.
I mean, hey,
because them play like a lower block, down and then counter attack sort of thing. Everything that tight outfit, and we never play well against teams like that. So I'm dreading it on.
What is your deadline? What is your line in the sand as far as Eddie Howe is concerned?
Who's better than him? But I've been trying to think.
Well,
who couldn't we get in?
It's as sad as it sounds, because I don't think that's any compliment to Eddie Howe, to be honest. But I agree with you.
No, by the way, I have always said that if a manager isn't doing his job, who is available to replace him should not be a part of the question as to whether or not you get rid of him or not.
Well, I disagree with that because you can't bring in somebody that you get in the manager cycle that my players are not these players, so I got to get new players, and by the time they get all of that, I don't want to get into that either. I don't want to get into that. So to me, you got to aim high, but I don't know who's better than Eddie Howe, to be honest. You're talking about Areola.
This Mourinho crack, we didn't want him. He's another Rafa. Remember?
Hey, Rafa, not the matter with Rafa, man. Boring. Not the matter with Rafa, man. How man?
No, but it was boring football. How that was low block.
Dude, that guy had to get points no matter what. Like, he had to get points. He didn't have the luxury to say, I'm going to play like this, I'm going to play like that. He needed to get points, man. We had to go up. We had to come up.
See, he was loved by the fans, but I was one of the ones that I just couldn't see it. So it's just me, it's just me.
No.
A lot of people have that opinion.
Be perfectly honest. I mean, the football wasn't good, but as Chris has just said, needs must at the time. He made the best of a bad job.
He was tight.
Tony T.
And he bought Fabian Schär.
Oh yeah.
He did.
He's Spanish, right? Which, by the way, interesting about Fabian Schär. I got approached by the Premier League. They want me to record a video question for Fabian Schär. He's going to do a video. He's going to do a recording with the Premier League. So they asked me to make to record a question to Fabian Schär. So I'm going to have to do that. And it'll be interesting what question we should, because I'm not a happy clapper, man. I'm right to the bone. I'm going to ask him.
Oh, no,
You know what I mean? I'm gonna ask him what's going on, man. I'm not gonna do because they said you can also ask him about his life, and I said, nah, I ain't got time for none of that, man. What's going on right now in the tune? That's what we need answers for. So I want to represent Newcastle mighty win. Unlike you, we're just happy clapping. You, what would you ask Shar? You know, if he what treatment he does for his hair, he would ask him all that nonsense. You know. But not me, man. I'm gonna get right to it. But Marco, appreciate you calling in, man. Call us anytime, brother. Call us anytime. And by the way, make sure you lock your doors. Make sure you lock your doors. Make sure you get a dog.
Full of the flu, sorry.
Because over there in Wagga, I mean, you know, you dangerous, man. Dangerous, man. You know, you lock your door, all right? Lock your door. Get a dog. Set the ring alarm. All right, mate. Call us anytime, mate. Call us anytime, all right?
Take care.
Cheers,
See you,
there you go. Call in right now. Have your say. 0191 916 8864. Have your say, ladies and gents. Call us right now. Thank you, Marco, for reaching out. And local fan win. He's knackered. Unlike you, he's not happy about the situation. So interesting.
Who says I'm happy?
Oh man, but you know, you talk about credit in the bank and all that, man.
Yeah, I hope plenty credit in the bank for me.
I hope.
That's what's keeping him there right now.
I hope Eddie is saving his money, because if he goes to apply for anything with credit, they're gonna tell him, mate, you're a knacker. You got no. What's the credit work over there? Like, you got credit like we do, like a number, you know, like a score number.
Credit. Oh, I tell you what, I've been out the matter with his credit rate and the money he's on.
No, he won't even need it. That's the problem. He won't even need it. He'll just pay cash for it. You know what I mean? But there you go. We proved you wrong with the Aubameyang shot as well. It was just laying over it, you know, falling down, kind of like training. You know, lay over, boom, stop the shot. So not decent save, but he should be making it. So there you go. Call us right now, folks. Have your say. 0191 916 8864. Have your say about the current situation of the Toon. Everton now has become. That's the problem with Newcastle, you know, because when games become a must-win game and the pressure on it, like it's not usually that great. Now we got to go away. As Marco was saying, low block. I mean, I'm dreading.
We'll go away low block because we'll have
they
on the pitch.
No, they will have low block. The Everton. So we never do good with low block.
Since Moyes is gone, they've and since he got Grealish, they're playing more football.
Mm-hmm. By the way, we got some news here 30 minutes ago from Luke Edwards saying that breaking Newcastle United are considering an official complaint to UEFA and French authorities over treatment of their fans in Marseille. Fans basically, like we do here in rural Missouri, they were herded around like cows by a German Shepherd. Basically, fans taken from point A to point B. I don't think it's going to go anywhere, to be fair, but they could put the argument that.
Well, I was saying this before the match, that, you know, when we did the thing on the instructions, mandatory meeting points, don't wear colours. What the hell's that all about, man?
Well, to be fair,
if you're seriously saying that Marseille is not a fit and proper place for football supporters to go to a football match, then they shouldn't be allowed to play there. Simple as. If it's that dangerous, they shouldn't be allowed to play there, and they should be banned from the competition.
But here's the thing. I mean, welcome to South America, although I guess you would say South America is not too fairly enough, is not to to the standards of most of Europe, not all of Europe. And of course, North America in the United States, where although things have happened badly, by the way, in America and in Europe all the time. So especially in the Copa America, it was unbelievable. Well, you can also say that a lot of cultures came over, and that had happened in America. But usually in America, things are managed well, and over there in France. So in South America, it happens all the time where you gotta protect fans because the ultras is the issue. The ultras are the issue. That's the thing. That if you're wearing an opposite color, then ultras, illegal criminals that are obviously that have the Marseille colors will attack those away supporters.
So how do you punish the ultras?
Yeah, but the ultras have nothing to do with the club.
How do you punish the ultras?
But you can't punish the club for that.
Why not?
How do you put? Well, first of all, you hold on, because I know everything about this, right? You do have a point, because for the most part, and I know Friends has a lot of this, but for the most part, ultras are involved in the club. In South America, they are. I mean, in South America, they're even selling tickets. They offer tour guides. If you want to go to a River Plate, a Boca Juniors stadium tour, or atmosphere tour, as is known in South America, where they have that proper atmosphere, if there is one, unbelievable stuff. Then the ultras do you a tour guide. They bring in international people, tourists, and they give you, and they're all delinquents, by the way. They're all criminals, but that's how they're in control. It's known before that back in the 70s and 80s that even now I've heard of it in South America. If the team is not performing, the ultras want to have a word with the team, and they intimidate them, and they tell them, you better start winning, you better start scoring. You're a numpty, you're this, you're that, and it's kind of it's part of it. And in France, I have seen it. PSG, they went against Mbappe one time for wanting to leave. I would assume that in Marseille it's kind of the same. They are involved in the club, and if that is true, then like you said, you need to punish the team. But if they're separated, and Marseille has said you guys are not allowed here, and they're doing their own thing outside in France, then the club has nothing to do, other than what are they going to do if they're separated? Obviously,
yeah.
If they have nothing to do with it.
If you punish the club, then the rest of the fan base will turn on the ultras.
Yeah, but what's going to happen? Nothing. Nothing's going to happen. You're blaming the club for people that they have no. It's just like any
I'm
other.
simply saying that if you are saying that it's unsafe to go to Marseille for an away football match, you shouldn't be in the competition.
Yeah, Kenny, I think I'm going to correct you here. It says bit like in America shooting Escobar back for a mistake, but that happened in Colombia. That didn't happen in America. Escobar made a mistake in
South America.
Oh, South America. Okay, yeah. Okay. So you're right then. But yeah, I mean, they shot, but that was back in the 90s. They shot the center back because he made a mistake. He could, I mean, that it's criminal, man, literally. But I'm just saying, it's like being in London. The crime rate is high, and you're punishing me, the regular citizen, for other numpties that do crimes. Why are you punishing me? Punish the twats that they're committing the crimes. And I'm assuming
but what you're saying also is that the local law enforcement are incapable of handling that problem. It's an internal problem.
Yeah, but that's a local.
Internal law enforcement is incapable of policing it. You're banned. End of.
Yeah, I think it's easier said than done, though. I just. Because now you're subjecting teams to be basically have no crime and have nothing. How many? Look at what happened in England. I don't want to get political, but even in England, Aston Villa banned Jewish fans from going to the game. Tel Aviv fans, they didn't go. No fans allowed. Away fans weren't allowed when they play. Aston Villa played Tel Aviv.
Yeah, but that was because.
But what's going on? So are we getting to that point? Are we getting to that? Because they said there might be anti-Jewish fans that are going to be there, and all of a sudden it's going to be, But what are we doing here? We're going to have games with no fans in the stadium. You know what I mean? It's a very tough situation, man. But I didn't agree with that, by the way. I mean, but because Aston Villa said we can't guarantee the safety of everyone. Backer. I mean, yeah. So are they going to punish Aston Villa now for not guaranteeing, fans to go to the game. Marseille could have said as well, we can't guarantee Newcastle fans' safety, so you can't have away fans. I don't know, man. It's a very touchy situation. I don't. There's a lot of complaints for Newcastle fans saying they got herded from place to place. If you look at it like that, though, it could be a positive that they even cared. They could have just tell them F off and figure it out on your own. Don't you think?
But I know if I'd gone to Marseille, nobody would have been telling me where to go. I would have gone where I wanted to go.
Yeah, okay. They would be telling you exactly where to go. And nothing you would have been done different, man. Stop putting up the tough guy act, man. What would you have done?
I'm just saying we had our scarves out, our flags out, everything.
Yeah, but that was 20
in the airport.
When? That was 20 years ago, man. You can't. The life is not the same anymore. It's a different world, man. Different world.
In which case, if you can't do that, if you can't live a normal life, they should be banned.
But nowhere is like that anymore. Nowhere is like that anymore, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about London. I don't know about London for example.
Anymore.
I remember many times though in the Northeast where when we played the derbies, it was always about when you would watch the game, they would have horses outside, they would have policemen with all of that, guarding the place, maybe not hurting fans around, but they were certainly staying in the middle so they didn't. And I've seen fights as well, so I mean. How do you control 100% of it? You can't. Other than what Marseille authorities did and said, listen, we're going to protect these away fans and give them security. Because that's one way of looking at it. One way of looking at it said, yeah, we got herded around like cows. But another way of looking at it is that they protected them. So which one is it? Is what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Water half full or half empty? I mean, again, I respect that people don't want to be told what to do and all that. And you say you would have done this. No, you wouldn't. You would be following everybody else like you should be, man. Or not wear any colors and do your own thing. And you would look like any other French old guy out there walking around. So maybe that...
Chicken and an egg. Chicken and an egg lying in bed. Yeah. And I've just made love. And the chicken smoking a cigarette. And the chicken turns round to the egg and says, I guess we know now.
Yeah.
Straight over your head.
No, I'm looking at
what
more
came
stuff.
first, the chicken or the egg?
In Peru, you can't even wear. You couldn't wear an opposition shirt in a neighborhood where it was predominantly the rivals team. I mean, but again, though,
well, that's the same as Newcastle Sunderland, isn't
it? But exactly, if you go to Sunderland with a Newcastle top and just start saying Toon, how way, man? You don't think you're gonna get somebody? You're gonna get a response? You better believe you're gonna get a response.
That's not the same at all.
It is, because I guarantee
that's local rivalry.
And what are you on about? You don't determine who's rival, who's what, man. Because some fans will take it to heart. We're against the world. Anybody that comes here are the devil, basically. And maybe that's what Marseille fans thought. And by the way, some scenes in the stadium didn't seem that way. It's like they were having a proper banter going back and forth with Newcastle fans and all that. So, but I'm just saying, man, nobody gets to determine here who should have the right to be angry or who shouldn't. Either you ban it all or you don't. Stop the nitpicking, man. This is the first time we're gonna have the derby in a long time in the Premier League. We'll see how it goes. We're trying to act like we're normal now. We'll see how it goes. Go over there and say we win, and see how things end up. Trust me, man. It might get a couple head splits.
No problems.
Yeah, okay. Like
scuffle.
Like before, it's never been any problems. Yeah, right.
Not to speak of. Never before? What? When before? Has there been massive riots or anything in a time we had derby?
You've never seen fights between Sunderland fans and Newcastle
Of course,
fans?
I've seen fights between Sunderland.
All right
fans
then.
and
So
Newcastle
what are you on
fans.
about? It only takes one to ignite other ones to and just make it
by the
bigger and
way,
bigger and bigger.
By the way, I've seen them arrested as well.
Well, of course, but
So
it
that's
still
what happens
happens.
when you fight. You get arrested.
Yeah, I mean, like anywhere else, in the
Right
world.
too.
Sad state of society that idiots will attack you just for the shirt you wear. Well, but because a lot of those ultras are criminals, and they hide behind the shirt to do their illegal activities. To do that. I remember that part. Our fans have history of punching horses. I remember one just try to knock a horse out. He knew the reality of life. Physics will take place, and so there you go. I remember that. You don't remember that win? Horses and cops all over the place. No way, man. You're just waking up, man. Of course they would get arrested. But criminals don't care about getting arrested. That's why they're criminals, man. Yeah, so if that was a deterrent, nobody would commit crime.
Yes, he was obviously a criminal because by virtue of the fact that he punched a horse, that makes him a criminal. But to say he was a criminal, did he have a criminal record before that? I don't know. He might have had it for fighting or something. I don't know. But
well, we don't know the person anyway. Wait, man. So look right here. All I gotta do is look it up. And right there, Newcastle fans fight with police after losing to Sunderland. Because again, man, these things just take a toll on fans, man. Especially if you've been drinking, especially if you've been knackered. This was in 13. Especially if you've been drinking. Look at that, horses all over the place. If there was no such a thing as violence in England, you would need police on horses and to do all. You wouldn't need none of this. Look at that, man. Tear gas all over the place. There you go. Look at that. Talking about never happened. Not in England, where we have a cup of tea. Get out of here, man.
All under control.
Look at that numpty. Oh, under control. With tear gas, under control. Look at the horses. Look at the policeman and the Toon fan going doing. He punched the horse.
Where's the tear gas?
Well, right there, tear gas. You see the smoke on the right.
Police horses that are specifically trained for crowd control.
Hey, but what are you talking about? The smoke comes from the horses. What are they on petrol? What are you on about, man? Where's the smoke coming from? Right there. Smoke. Nobody's driving. There's smoke on the right side, on the right hand side of your screen, man. Smoke coming out. Tear gas.
Certainly
and
no
there's the
tear
fan
gas.
right. And there's the fan right there. He looks at a horse and says, "This Mackham horse. I'm gonna show him." So look at that. Boom. And then he gets tackled down by the police. Oh, wait. German Shepherd's out. Oh, my God. Horses running. The moment you got horses running, it's knackered already. Highway, man. When you talk about
that's a textbook example of crowd control.
But why do they need to do all that? Why? Look at the fans antagonizing police. Why do you need horses running? Why do you need German Shepherds? Why do you need tear gas? Why do you need all of this right here? Pushing and shoving. Go on, man. Go on. Go on about your way. Stop antagonizing. Stop instigating. Get out of here, man. Oh, it never happens. No, in England, we only eat our what do you call what is that? Marmalade
balloon
sandwich.
Bread.
We only have our balloon bread and our marmalade sandwich. We're a proper society. It doesn't happen in England. Get out of here, man. Hypocrites. It happens all over the place.
Proper policing, crowd control.
Yeah, they wouldn't need none of that. By the way, to be fair, I haven't seen that. I'm sure it's happened though, but I haven't seen that in the North London Derby. I've never seen that. Well, as of late. Actually, to be fair, I haven't seen any of this as of late. But again, we haven't played the Mackhams in a long time as far as the Premier League is concerned. The last time around, it was decent, but I do remember something was done, man. I don't know if it was the bus that took the fans over there. Something happened. I remember last 2 years ago. Something happened. Cuckooland says Cameland. Exactly. When is in Cuckooland, man? I've witnessed this every time we play Sunderland. Exactly, Toon Nut, and he's a proper Toon fan in Newcastle. How way, man? When you live in Cuckooland, man, I swear, man. It's just, we haven't played the Macros too.
What bit of what I've said is in Cuckooland?
you are saying the fans, Newcastle fans, and Mackems just hold hand in hand and say, "Hey, man, good luck tonight,
I'm not
mate.
saying that at
good
all.
luck, good luck." Like like they're just civil people that don't get into any trouble.
Very few enmities in football that rival Newcastle Sunderland. Very few.
No, there isn't very few. There's many of them. South America, almost every derby is like that. Almost every derby, literally. And in Europe, you talk about the Turkish derby. You talk about the Germans, their derbies. In England, probably only Newcastle and the Mackems. I don't see. I mean, you would assume that the North London derby would be like that, but
No, you got Liverpool,
I don't think
Man
so.
United. Leeds, it used to be Leeds, Man United back in the day. Feisty affairs.
AC Milan, Inter Milan is
West Ham,
feisty
Tottenham.
as well.
West Ham, Millwall. That's who's in
I'm
the
telling
chat there
you,
saying West Ham, Millwall.
You need this all over the place, man.
Kenny
I'm telling you.
2-1 here.
And this was I remember that this one was in Newcastle, by the way, the one that I showed. We'll see how it goes when we go to the Stadium of Light. That might be. I'm telling you, man. If you don't think they're gonna be horses running around, you are knackered.
There will be horses. That's what they're there for. It's what they're trained
Yeah, exactly.
for.
But there you go. So why are you blaming the Marseille authorities for herding fans around?
NKAB, Vici.
There you go. Says, I bet Wynn was a proper skinhead in his youth. Yeah, man. Talking about this dude, man. I swear, man. Trying to cover this on one finger, man. You know it's gonna be madness when we play the Mackems. This is after the police knew how to control it. Says the smart team. There you go. That guy punching the horse is hilarious, though. And then the other policeman tackle him down. It was mayhem. I remember it was mayhem, man. Anyway, but we want to play the Mackems at some point. I don't know. And listen, if we're going on like this, everything contributes, by the way. Because 2013 we were knackered. All of the contribute. We're playing like this. The Mackems keep playing decent, and then they beat us at their stadium. You better believe Toon fans are not. It's not going to be a good sight, man. I'm telling you, it's not going to be a good sight. So, no matter how much marmalade you bring on your purse and how much balloon bread you bring in, it ain't going to save you from what's going to happen. You better leave early. I know that's right. You better leave early and get in your car.
For anyone who's new to the channel, by the way, balloon bread is what Chris calls Yorkshire pudding.
It is, man. It's the biggest scam in Great Britain history. Is that a Great Britain thing, or is it just England?
Great Britain. Well, England, I suppose. Roast beef and Yorkshire pudding.
No, they give me a proper bread, man. A loaf of bread, toasted with some butter, loaded mashed potatoes and rice, and a proper. I'm gonna say about a 12 ounce. I must have 16 ounce though. I used to go 16 ounce Fort Worth ribeye, bone in, man. My good, a tomahawk. My goodness, man.
Oh, tomahawk.
Proper steak. But they don't have that in the Toon, man. Listen, we got we got
Tomahawk. Got a restaurant called Tomahawk.
You said, well, yeah, we got a restaurant called Tomahawk. Don't mean it's any good. So you have literally devalued Newcastle's tourism by telling them that they can't get a steak anywhere in the Toon, that they're rubbish.
What I've said is, and I stand by it, you cannot get a steak anywhere in England that's as good as the steak you get in America. And I've explained why. Because in England, all of the beasts are intensely farmed. They've got 20 beasts to an acre.
Are you trying to say that
in America,
English...
you've got one beast to 20 acres.
Man.
So they're all eating fresh grass and fresh nutrition and all the rest that goes with that.
Are you trying to say
American beef is better than British beef? End of story.
But but they ain't got nothing to do with it, man. Are you trying to say that cows are squalid over there in the UK? You got your cows on Weight Watchers? Oh wait, man. You know,
I've got my cows on grass the same as you have.
Yeah, right there. So they should be as
not
fat
as
and
much
juicy
new,
as
unused, unchewed, uncutted grass. Cows chew the cud. And it's nice. Over there they've got loads of it and it's lovely and fresh. And whereas ours is intensively grown so that it's always there for them. Yours is just natural because you've got acres of prairies that they can go and do that eating on.
Look,
and it
man,
shows in the quality of the meat.
They should have. I guarantee you there's some proper steak in the Toon. I want to know, folks. Let us know right now in Newcastle, proper steak places, and don't let win. He's devaluing the tourism, man. I'm telling you. It would take a Jody to put down Newcastle. It would take that. But tell us in the chat what proper steak places in the Toon I can go to.
And they all come in with Miller and Carter and Tomahawk and you name it. And it's compared to anything in America. It's the
but
best.
But not comparing. What?
The best.
Why are you comparing?
Listen, I love them because they're all we've got. But best
why are you comparing?
I'm
not comparing.
Carter is equal to the worst steak you'll get in your local diner.
Nah, man, you're comparing as if I'm gonna go to a Newcastle steak restaurant and get a overcooked, chewy, dry steak everywhere I go, as opposed to anywhere else. You know
That's what you would think of them.
No, because it's either chewy and dry or it isn't. It's not what I would think of them. Why are you trying to disrespect Newcastle's steaks, man? Jordy Dan says Costco sell giant tomahawks. Absolutely great steaks. There you go. Yeah. They got Costco's over there. That's great. So anyone want to borrow my flu? There you go. Oh, Marcos got a flu. There you go. Tesco, always good for steak. There you go. Top grumps.
Oof,
there you go.
Tesco steaks, nah.
Oh wait, man.
I'll tell you where. If you're talking about something, Aldi does just about the best meat you can get anywhere.
Aldi, what is Aldi?
Surprisingly, because they do a tomahawk for about 25 quid, which is absolutely.
But what about Jody Dan Rio's proper steak? It sounds Brazilian, so that means it's proper steak.
That's where Bruno and J7 go. It's rubbish.
So,
been there loads of times.
Look at Lawrence. Lawrence is a Newcastle fan. Says this is cringe worthy. When talking other crap as usual, to make a comment on British beef. Have you ever heard of Aberdeen Angus? Total number.
Aberdeen Angus, lovely.
Hey, Angus beef is good.
Not in the same league as a New York.
No, but why are you on that? But you again, you keep on comparing, man. Stop comparing, man.
Yeah, but he's bringing up the creme de la creme.
Angus beef is good. Angus beef is great.
Aberdeen Angus, right? That's the creme de la creme. You actually have Aberdeen Angus in America, and the beasts in America, the Aberdeen Angus breed in America. When they are grazing, they've got 20 acres each, as opposed to 22 an acre here on grassland.
Why does that matter, man?
Why does that matter? Which is being continually fertilized and stuff like that to keep it growing so that they've got stuff to eat. Whereas in America, they just go there, we've grazed that, and it will regrow naturally for another 5 years.
Oh my God, man! This is unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
Fertilized by what the cows aren't even on it.
But that's supposed to be a good thing that you guys don't use a lot of fertilizer, so it's natural.
No, we do. We do use a lot of fertilizer to keep the grass growing, to keep it replenished, so there's plenty of grass for them to eat.
Look, man, I'm telling you, you're doing a disservice to you're a happy clapper with Eddie Howe. Nothing wrong with the Toon.
You'll be the judge in January. Take anywhere you want, all these places, and make a note of them. Take your pick. We'll take you there, and then you tell me what the steak was like.
Well, again, you keep going on about Marco says American beef is the best in the world. Nobody's saying anything different. But you're talking about is if you're going to go get a steak in the tune, it's going to be dry, rubbery. It can't be. I just refuse to believe that. It cannot be that dross, or else nobody would get them. That's the point I'm telling you.
It's not dross because it's what we are used to, so we can think we've had a fantastic steak. But all I'm saying is when you go to America and have a steak there, you realise, bloody hell, what's that shit I was eating in England?
Nah. Need chance, man. Need chance. Let me know in the comment section down below, lads, what you think. We got a few minutes left here on the show, 15 minutes left. You know, other than you putting down Geordie food, it is what it is. The weather in the tune, ladies and gents, light rain and gentle breeze, 6 degrees in the tune at the moment. It seems like it's going to go up, though. So later on this afternoon, and then, of course, it will be nagged later on tonight. So it is cold. Is it full winter over there yet? I mean, is it? Well, no. That would be January. January is going to be.
Yeah.
Every time I go is
even
mental,
February,
man. Every time. So.
Often gets snow in February.
There we go. David Veach coming in and says, I have been reliably informed King Charlie the Third's mature beef is very succulent. There you go.
Never heard of it. There you go.
There you go. Come on, man. Proper steak places in the tune, man. Let's go. I want to know. Steak places in Newcastle upon Tyne. I mean, how way, man. This is unbelievable. I just cannot believe this nonsense, man. What about, here we go, Revolution de Cuba, Newcastle. That's a steak restaurant. Miller and Carter, Newcastle. Hey, Miller and Carter, that looks juicy right there. That's a Gaucho, Newcastle. It seems to be an Argentinian club. Argentinian beef is unbelievable. Steaks, at least. Tomahawk Steakhouse.
Argentinian beef is excellent.
But I don't know if they get the beat for Argentina, though. But
no. Funnily enough, the best Argentinian steak I ever had was in Malta. And they imported from Malta. That was at the time when England when UK were in the EU. There was all the tariffs on anything that you imported from outside the EU had tariffs imposed. So we virtually stopped importing Argentinian beef because the what you were paying in the import tax made it too expensive. Nobody was buying it. We went to Malta before they joined the EU and they didn't have those tariffs, so they were getting loads everywhere you went. It was all Argentinian beef. It was delicious.
It was delicious. How's the bacon? Did you say? Oh, beef. Says Jody. No bacon. Oh,
no, we've perfected bacon.
Your bacon is good. I'm not gonna lie. Your bacon is good. Your bacon is
good. Bacon is superb.
Yeah, you got you're proper pigs over there. So Tomahawk Steakhouse is in Miller and Carter. We need to go to those places, man. Come on, man. Revolution de Cuba, the Revolution of Cuba, Newcastle. Have you ever been there? Now you about to go. Bar and Block Steakhouse, Newcastle. You ain't know about that either. You know, see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you talk a lot of. You talk about
right next door to Aspas.
4.4.
That's a
ratings.
Coffee man, the Bar and Block.
Real Brazilian 4.8 ratings out of 1,500. You think people are numpties? They just rate the steak this high?
They know no better.
I mean, that was shambolic.
Oh, come on. So now you're telling the Toon fan that the Newcastle folks are hypnotized. They ain't got a clue. So when people say that to you in your football takes,
what I would say is,
you take that to heart.
If you take, I don't know how many thousand people voted for to give it its 4.8 rating. If you asked, if you said, whatever, that's 5,000 people voted. How many of those 5,000 have had a steak in America?
Well, the vast majority of people go to America, man.
It'd be a small minority. Very small. And probably in those ratings, 4.85, whatever, going down, the ones who've had a proper steak wouldn't be given it the 4.8 rating. I'm just saying it's the way it is. There's nothing you can do about it. It's not a failing.
Yeah. Real
it's not just
steakhouse,
Newcastle either, by the way. It's countrywide.
What about UK?
Well, there's probably places in London. Well, there is places in London where you can get a New York rib, and they're all important.
No, I'm talking about UK is in everybody else included. The proper Ireland, the Scotland and all them.
I don't think I've ever had a steak that's been specifically labelled Irish beef, but it's possible that over there they've got plenty of space.
Plenty of space. Get out of here, man. Dude, I swear, man, you are on another level. Folks, listen, we got to call it a day. Because, I mean, this is rubbish, man. Putting down British beef, it's just insane, man. Listen, it would take an Englishman to put English food down, to say the least. But we'll be back again. I never go from ratings. Fake ratings mostly, says Marco. There you go. Thank you very
Jody dancing. Did Win take you to Wetherspoons for steak and chips, Chris? Typical. No, I took him for a breakfast.
I went to breakfast at the Wetherspoon where Tonali went to. Yeah, a lot of Toon fans. It was on match day, so a lot of Toon fans, of course, with their shirts. And I mean, it was good. Listen, I'm gonna be off for the whole week. I am, because it's Thanksgiving week here, so we celebrate proper holidays over here, man. So you know what I mean. Get used to it. You'll be eating since October. Then you start, lining it up, man. You guys need to celebrate Thanksgiving too, man. We gotta be thankful that you have America.
This is a guy who's got his
stuff.
Christmas trees up in the house before Thanksgiving.
I do, because that means December 1st decorations are already set in stone. And by the way, so is NUFC Talk TV. So 1st of December, whatever show comes after that, Christmas decoration coming up, and everybody in the NTTV crew is already been notified. Get your Christmas backgrounds and attires ready for December 1st. Moving on. It's the most wonderful time of the year, baby. It's a marshmallow world that we're living right now. So it's a whipped cream day. And so, Howe, get with the spirit. I'm going to be off Thanksgiving week, so you guys should start celebrating Thanksgiving. Be thankful that you got America supplying you with stuff. So how things have turned around. Yeah, but but the lads will be on, though. They'll be on live every night, so tune in for them, and I'll be back. Black Friday, though, boy, man, we're going to be some shopping going around, some 50% discount, but it's a big scam, though, because all they do is just rise 50% a month before, and then they say 50% discount. So, you know how marketing works. But anyway, we love it here in America. Do you guys got Black Friday over there?
Yeah.
What do you guys call it?
It's another thing that we've taken from you.
Yeah, there you go. So, anyways, folks, thank you very much for joining us. Tune in every night on NUFC Talk breakfast show as well tomorrow. And the presser, we got live match coverage. The instant match reaction. Nothing stopped. NUFC Talk never stops, ladies and gents. We'll see you all on the next one. How are the lads?
How are the lads?